Hey, good evening, everybody, from Juniata Stadium. Tonight, the Trojans have traveled over the river and through the woods here to beat these rough and tough Juniata Indians here at Juniata in a big ball game for both ball clubs. The coin has been tossed. Upper Dauphin, I think, has the honor of kicking off, I believe. I'm not sure how I interpreted this, but we'll find out here in just a moment. Anyway, it is one magnificent night for football up here at Juniata. My goodness, it is just beautiful up here, and just a nice night. Should be an excellent ball game. The Trojans coming off a loss last time out when they were nipped at home against those Lion Mountain Eagles, but tonight they're going to see if they can't get it back on track here against a real tough red-clad football team here, these Indians of Juniata. So the Trojans will indeed kick off as Sulio has her teed up here, getting ready for the opening kick of tonight's ball game. And as I said, a good crowd over here for Juniata, as you might expect. The Juniata Indians coming into tonight's ball game with a record of 6-0. Perfect season going here for these Indians, and UD is going to try to see if we can mess that up a little bit tonight. And I think we have an excellent chance of doing that, so let's see if we can get them deep. We have that Wagner kid to keep an eye on tonight for the Indians. Jeremy Wagner is back to receive this kick along with Smith. Here's the kick. Not going to be very deep. Take it out here and fumbled, and let's see who's got it. Looks as though the Indians have recovered the fumble at about the 35-yard line or 32-yard line, and we have timeout now as we have an injury on the initial kick. It looks like we have an injured Trojan. We'll be right back. John Campbell, the young fellow, shaken up on the play. Doc Bauer will now come out there and join Coach Ayers as they check out to see what's going on. And we have another, perhaps, physician coming out here also. So, my goodness, on the initial kickoff, have that injury, so we're going to find out how John is and now another man coming out here. So, don't like the looks of this, but nevertheless, we'll be back here in just a moment. Take a look back here while we have this injury timeout, see if I can figure out what happened to Campbell. Now he's going to get, no, I won't, because now he's going to get up and he's going to walk off on his own power, so that's good. And some real apprehension there connected with that injury, but he looks like he's going to be okay, and that's a great sign. So we'll continue on with the ball game now. It'll be 1st and 10 for Juniata on their first attempt from scrimmage. The ball will be placed at the 31 or 2-yard line. This field up here is noted for not being able to see very well as far as the line of scrimmage goes, but boy, here's a nice stop after a gain of maybe one. Imes with the carry, stopped in there initially by Stinscombe and Hoover, making a stop in there for UD. Picked up a yard, be 2nd and 9. Trojans are without the services tonight of number 56, Dustin Mace. Dustin picked up a bell ringer last week against those Lion Mountain Eagles, and Dustin is just going to be taking a night off. QB wants to throw one, fires one out here to that number 29, Wagner. Wagner's got it, and he'll rumble ahead here for the first down. The way it looks as Book, the quarterback, it's Jeremy Wagner. And Wagner, who can both run, catch, probably throw, is able to pick up the first down, a gain of about 10 on the play. Ball will be spotted at about the 43-yard line of Juniata. 1st and 10. Book, the QB, in the slot over this way is that Wagner. Back to pass goes Book. May set a screen up. Has a man out here. It's intended for Wagner, but overthrown. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Jeremy could not possibly reach high enough for that one as Book's pass kind of glided on him and falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10. UD on the defensive side of things out here is Wrestler right in the center there, along with Saharovic. That's that Sulio guy. And we'll pick up some rest of these fellas after a while. Going to set it up on the short side of the field. Pitches over here for Wagner. Wagner picking his way ahead for some good yardage, picking up nearly 9 on the play. It'll be short of the first down by maybe a yard the way it looks from here. or depending on where they spot it, yeah, about a half a yard short. Bring up third down and less than 1 for the first down. So
8 on the play, third down.
Third and a short yard. Anyway, Bingaman, number 15 in there, along with Bauer on that defensive unit, number 26. Looking for a yard they are. Here's a handoff to the second man through, and boy, he's got some good running room as he is finally stopped out there after a nice gain. Coming up to make the stop on him is Sean Laudenschlager, I believe it was, making the stop. A low tackle there in the backfield. It'll be first down for Juniata now at the 38-yard line of UDA.
For the Indians from the Trojans.
The Trojans going to have to really dig it in here now. Juniata, explosive football team, puts a lot of points on the boards, and UD not trying to allow that to happen tonight. Book's going to throw one. Looking. Got some good protection. Fires one out here, complete to number 24, who was tackled almost immediately. Coming up there, Dave Schell, who was in there along with Bauer, David Pichel of Likens. Able to bring him down that time. Dave's in there for that mace. So Dave has his hands full tonight out there as he is going to see a lot of action tonight. And that's good. Dave loves it. He loves to play this ball game, and he'll do well. Motion will come over this way. Hand off and go up the middle with number 30. He's got about maybe 3. Imes with a carry that time. Stopped in there again, this time by Grave and number 40 out there. Aaron Hoover, number 40 in there on the stop. Also on that last play. Wagner in motion. Wagner gets the pitch. Tries to swing it around the left side. He's going to have to try to beat a couple of Trojans over there, and they knock him out of bounds. Knocked out of there by Wagner, along with Stinscomb. But he is knocked out of there after a first down, so Wagner has not really been stopped much tonight on his first series at all, as he gets a lot of running room around his side over there, and has picked up some big yardage every time he's had the football. So we're going to have to close it up if we can. Got 8.5 minutes remaining here in period number 1. First threat of the ball game for the Indians. 24 will set up in the backfield. And the handoff is again to Wagner. Wagner dragged down from behind nicely this time with some good pursuit out there with that number 40, Byron Hoover. Once again, a nice stop in there by Byron, coming up and making the tackle, stopping after a loss of a yard or so. Excellent defensive play. We need a little more of that, boys, and we'll be all right. Second down and a long 11. Not quite 12, but second down about 11. Ball now at the 23-yard line of UDA. Sonny Wrestler in the middle. Quarterback Book's going to keep this one up the middle. He goes with it. Boy, he'll be glad he did, because he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 8 for 7-yard line. Gabe Book with a big run gives the Indians a first and goal from about the 7-yard line.
First and goal for the Indians.
First and goal, Indians. Well, that time the Trojans had all the basic runners covered, I guess, and kind of left Gabe Book alone in there, and he had a nice hole right over that right tackle spot, and boy, picked up some good yardage down to the 8. First and goal from the 8. Here's a pitch over here for that 24, and he's going to cut it inside for 6. So we've only played a minute and, or rather, 4 minutes and a half, and he takes it in. Huffman that time takes it in for 6. It's 6-0 Juniata, and the extra point try coming up. Juniata will try to kick an extra point here now. Let's see how successful they might be. Good snap, placement's down, kick is up, kick is good. Yeah, it is. All right, so we have a 7-0 ball game. 7:28 left here in the first quarter. Upper Dauphin will get the ball back for the first time this evening, and we'll see if our offense is going to be gelled well tonight. We'll check that out here in just a moment. Engler will do the kicking for the Indians of Juniata. Shadle and Bauer are back, or Shadle and Bauer back deep to receive this kick from Spangler. So it's a 7-0 ball game, but UD getting a chance right now to come back and get right back in this one. Buffington will be at quarterback when we get it going here. Here's the kick coming over this side. Bauer's going to take it at the 15, to the 20, and then to the 25. And Matt dragged out at about the 20. Let's see, where is he? About the 28-yard line. Matt brought it back to about the 28. It'll be 1st and 10 for UD on their own 28-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line.
Receivers out there will be mainly Wegner and Bingaman. They'll both flank out. In the backfield, we have Stinskam, number 42, at the fullback spot, and Nathan Shadle. Pass on the first play. Buffington fires one over the middle. It is complete, and a nice catch and a fine job indeed out there to that Kyle Bingaman. Kyle with a nice catch, tackled out there by Wagner of the Indians. But a really nice pass play and a great slaying-in pattern run by Bingaman, and Buffington right on the money with that one. So Jimbo zinged that one in there very nicely. Same lineup here now. We'll spread it out a little bit. Same lineup from scrimmage. Back to pass he goes again. Fires one over the middle. This time it is caught by Wegner. Aaron Wegner with a fine catch. So Buffington 2 for 2. Another first down as Wagner takes the ball down to the 42-yard line of the Indians. So they're going to keep it on the ground. We'll try the air.
Dodge Omni, license plate LHR 499.
See what we can do with this one now.
It must be moved immediately. A red Dodge
on a 1st and 10 for UDA. Handoff up the middle with it goes Shadle. Bumps ahead for maybe a yard or two. It could have got a little more that time, but kind of ran into the backs of some of the ball players who were standing. He really didn't have a hold on Nathan at the initial contact, but Nate had no place to go. Kind of got run into a wall there.
Second down.
Into the lineup now with the signal comes Hunter. The Hunter boys out there again now as the center. Let's see who the center is. I think Eric Motter is the center on the ball club. Hunter in a tight end spot. Here's the ball loose, and falling a punt by UD, but flags all over the place that time as the Trojans really jumped the gun, and that'll cost them 5. Illegal procedure would be the call. Everything was illegal that time, but the size of the football. Anyway, they'll take it back 5 and make it a 2nd down and 14. And UD will be starting this play from the 45-yard line of Juniata. Again, Bingaman on the far side of the field, Wagner on the near side of the field. Stinskam and Shadle in the backfield. Over the center goes Jim Buffington, calling out some signals. I don't know if Jimbo's changing them at the line of scrimmage or not. And back to pass he goes. Good protection. Fires it down the right side. Man is out here. It is, almost caught. Kyle Bingaman that time doing everything he could to try to bring that one in. It went off his fingertips. There was some coverage out there by Juniata, but Kyle just couldn't quite grab a hold of that one. I'll bring up a 3rd down and 16. Kyle was in 1st down territory that time, hadn't been able to latch onto that one, but we'll see what happens here on a 3rd down play now. UD apparently believes they can pass on these guys, and so far that was just barely out of the reach of Kyle Bingaman. He's getting a rush this time, firing one downfield. Man, it's out here. Oh, out of bounds it goes. Oh, boy. Wegner had himself well behind the defender that time, but Jimbo on the rush with the big rush and throwing on the run that time just threw a little bit too far to the left, and out of bounds it went. But, oh, my, that was close there also. So, into the ball game comes number 44. I'm not sure who this is. We'll find out here in just a second. Good snap. Here's the kick. Oh, nice kick. High. Taken here at the 7. And he goes out to the 10. He's going to be grabbed and swung down about the 10-yard or 7-yard line. Coming up there to make the stop that time, number 40, Byron Hoover, with a good coverage on that. Nice high punt And it'll be 1st and 10, Juniata now on their own. Let's see where they're going to put it.
Juniata takes
About the 8-yard line.
their own 7-yard line.
Or 7-yard line. Okay, well, it's more like the 8 from here. We'll call it the 8, as a matter of fact. 1st and 10 from the 8 for Juniata. Great. Okay, Book at quarterback. Handoff coming over this way is that number 24. Skips ahead, got some good running room. Breaks it out here to the well, not the midfield area, but all the way out here anyway on some
24, Dustin
kind of either good blocking or lousy tackling. I'm not sure what the Trojans suffered from on that one. But, boy, you talk about getting out of terrible shape quickly. They brought it all the way out to the 32-yard line, 31-yard line, whatever. 20-something on the play. And it will be 1st and 10. So Trojans unable to control the Indians here so far. In motion goes Wagner. Back to pass goes Book. He's looking over Wagner's way. Fires one downfield. Man is out here. It is caught. No, incomplete. Incomplete. Wagner was the intended receiver. Matt Bauer out here defending on the play. Jeremy just lost the handle on that one. He had Matt beat that time by a yard or two. The pass was there. We just couldn't quite hang on to it. So it goes as an incompletion. It will bring up a 2nd down and 10. 2nd down. Himes will set up over here on the left side. Quarterback hands it off here for Ives, I guess it is. And let's see. He'll spin it ahead here out to the 41-yard line. Or Matt Long. Make that Matt Long. Close to the 1st down, but not quite. Looks like it'll bring up a 3rd down and a little less than 1. Referee says he'd like to measure this, but from here it looks like about maybe short by maybe the length of the football or something close to that. We'll find out here in a moment. Well, it is indeed about 2/3 of the football length short anyway. And we'll bring up a very serious 3rd down in about a foot or so. So,
as a reminder to all fans,
UD, going to have to dig it in here.
Field has been designated a no.
Okay, on a very short yardage play, we'll go in here and see if Book wants to try to sneak it ahead. Nope. Got to hand it off here. 24's got it. He trips ahead after he got tripped up in there by number 60. Grape, I believe, made the initial tip on him. Picked up about 2, and so it's 1st and 10. Indians now at the 44-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Or rather of Juniata, make that. 44-yard line of Juniata. 1st and 10. Here we go on a 1st and 10. Second man is Wagner. Wagner's got it, and boy, look at him go. Can he break it downfield? Yeah, he can. Not only can he will. He'll go all the way. And it will be a 54-yard touchdown or something like that by Jeremy Wagner. The kid, when you get into the secondary, he was gone. Fine run that time by Wagner. And he puts the 12th or 13th point on the board for Juniata. And the extra point try will be coming up here in a moment. 4:02 remaining here in period number 1. And the Trojans defense tonight hurting against this Juniata ball club. So we'll see what they do with this extra point try. Good snap. Kick is up. The kick is no good from here. Good. Holy smokes. Wow, from here it didn't look good. But anyway, I guess it was good. And it'll be 14-0 with 4:02 remaining here in the first period. We'll be right back. All right, here we go again with the Indian kickoff. Nice kick taken here by Bauer at the 12. And Matt takes it upfield, and he is going to be grabbed and smothered under by 3 or 4 Indians. Out at about the 31-yard line this time for Matt. 1st and 10, UDA. Modern 61 is the quarterback in there. Reber over there for UD. downfield. Man out here overthrown just a little bit that time, intended for
Buffington's pass intended for number 15,
Kyle Bingaman. Kyle could not catch up with that one, so it'll bring up a second down and 10. All right, now on a second down and 10. See if Jimbo can get us a few yards here on this one. Back to pass he goes again. They'll set a screen up over here for Shadle. Shadle has got it, but somebody comes in, nearly made a stop on him, and now Nathan will drag it ahead here for some good yardage, making almost something out of nothing that time as Nathan caught the ball, had one Indian there to get away from, and got away from him, and then picked up 7 yards after that. So the third down and 3. UD has got to keep some momentum going here on the offense now. Both receivers out of the ball field, both the normal receivers, I'll put it that way, Buffington and Bingaman and Wagner out of there. Handoff, and it's going to be over here for Shadle. Shadle won't get much on that one. 44 coming up and wrapping him up pretty quickly, along with book number 10.
No gain on the play.
Didn't get much on that, but 4th down and 3, and Trojans will be punting the ball away. And that means Nick Huffman, who is wearing jersey number 44 tonight, rather than number 46, Nick's regular jersey, will be back to punt. Nick got a good one off last time, took the Indians all the way down to the 6-yard line, only to see them drive the course of the field anyway. But here's another kick coming over this way. It's going to hit, gets a good UD roll, and this one's going to go out of bounds with no run back at around the 5, 10, 15, 19-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Juniata this time, beginning on their own 19. Okay, here we go with a 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Book looks them over. He'll pitch it back over this way for that number 24. He's got 5 yards and just about 10. Out to the 31-yard line, near there anyway. Finally stopped out there as Rodschlager, I believe it was, come up and made the stop on him. Oh, no, it's Tony the Tiger Motter. I beg your pardon, Tony. Tony Motter making the stop, number 32. Okay, on a 1st and 10, Book's going to roll around to the left side. Well, he loses a couple of would-be tacklers, fires one downfield, tipped up in the air and out of the hands of Tony Motter. Tony feels bad about that one, as Tony had an interception there in front of him, and he knocked it down, though, anyway, Tony, so that's okay. 2nd down coming up. Tony figures he could have got 6 out of that, he said, had he been able to pick that one off. But anyway, good defensive job out there, because the receiver was right behind him, so can't feel too badly about that one. Bring up a 2nd down and 10 from the 31-yard line of Juniata. Wagner will go in motion. Book's looking to throw one. Now he's getting it over this side, pitches it here complete to 24, and he is going to be grabbed. A good tackle from behind made again in there by that Tony the Tiger Motter.
Pass complete to number 24.
Eric Motter, 61, and Dave Shell also helping out on the stop. But Tony the T out here got a hold of him low, stopped him, and made a nice play out of it. Gain of 7 on the play, however. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Ball now out at the 38-yard line, 38 and a half, whatever. And here's where they're going to have to see if we can't stop these Indians for one time tonight. Let's get back a little bit. Second guy through has just enough for the 1st down.
Number 24, Justin
stopped out there by Grafe along with Bauer.
Matthew Bauer on the stop with
but it'll be a 1st down for Juniata. Picked up about 3.5 or 4 on the play. Only needed 3. Not much on that, but just enough for the 1st down out at the 42-yard line of Upper Dauphin, or darn near the 42. 1st and 10, Juniata. 46 seconds left here in the 1st period, so if they change field positions now, they won't have to go very far. We can hold them here. On a 1st and 10. Wagner gets the pitch, cuts it upfield, cuts it back, and now he's got about 5 out of that to the 46-yard line. And that might have been the last play of the first quarter. We'll see. Zaharovic and Huffman stopping them out there for UD.
Second down.
It'll be second down and about 5. Clock down to 14 seconds. Well, maybe they will run one more. I don't know. Juniata looks as though they're going to wait and let the time expire here in the first quarter. And that's what they're going to do. So we got a 14-0 score here at the end of one at Juniata. We'll be back with the Juniata Indians having the football on a second down and 5 in just a moment. It's been a good first quarter for Juniata, and UD hanging in there tough. Now we got to stop these guys. Okay, set to go with period number 2 here at Juniata. Second down and 5. Book keeps it this time, and he's got 5 and plenty more. He's going to spin it out here to the side. Got one man to beat. Well, now he's got about 3 guys to beat. He takes it all the way down inside the 10. UD just not getting the defense unloosened here, or whatever you want to call it. It's first and goal now for Juniata. Big run that time by Book all the way down to the 8-yard line. And Juniata having things go their way here so far in this ball game, that's for sure. First and goal from the 8. Guys are fast on that ball club, that's for sure. They get into that secondary, man, they're moving. Here's that 30 guy, and he'll get down to the 5-yard line before Eric Motter falls on him.
Number 30, Justin Imes.
Tackled in there by number 40, Byron Hoover, again for UD. That was Imes. Imes takes it just barely inside the 5. It'll be second and goal from about the 5-yard line. So Book will look him over on a second and goal from the 5. Second man's got it, and he'll get it down to about the 2 before he's tackled in there nicely by Byron Hoover one more time. Nice stop in there by Byron Hoover.
Brian Hoover on the stop.
Making a good stop that time. Gain of about 3 on the play. Takes it down to about the 2. Or 2, I guess. And it'll be
third and goal for the Indians.
Third and goal from about the 2. So now, let's see what they do on this one. Third and goal from the 2. High in the backfield for Juniata. 24 will go in motion over on the right side. And Book will pitch it here for Wagner. Wagner, did he get in? I think so.
Number 29, Jeremy Wagner.
Yes, he did. Jeremy Wagner plunges in from about 2 yards or so out. That makes it a 20-0 ball game, and the extra point try coming up for Juniata one more time here.
On to attempt the extra point.
Becker will try his 3rd extra point. And we'll see what this one looks like. Good snap, placement's down, kick. This time looks good, and it is. 21-0, and we'll be back with the Indian kickoff here in just a moment. 36 into, or minute 46 rather, into the second period. It is 21-0, Juniata. Jadel and Bauer back deep to receive the kick once again for UDA. And we'll see if we can get a good run back here. Now the Trojans need to give up no more points in this ball game if we hope to get into this one. Here's the kick. It's going to be taken this time again by Bauer at about the 15. Matt's going to try to go upfield here with it, and he is tackled. Thrown down at about the 27 or 8-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. 28 or 9, maybe.
Upper Dauphin takes over first and 10 from their own 28-yard line.
Yeah, I guess, well, not sure. Guys are just kind of staying around here with it, but let's see. Where are they going to put it? The 29-yard line, first and 10 for the Trojans. First and 10. So now let's see what we do here. They're going to put Bingaman out on the far side of the field, Wagner on the near side of the field on this first and 10. Trojans trailing 21-0. We'll go to the air with it. Covington wants to fire it over the middle. It is complete, or incomplete. Well, now what? No, they're going to say it was incomplete as he never had control of it. Intended out there for Wagner. But Aaron really never had control. Jim fired that one into a crowd that time. There was 2 or 3 red-clad defenders out there. But the ball did come loose, and I thought for a moment there that Aaron might have made a circus catch on it, but not quite. So it is 2nd and 10. Trojans are going to have to throw it, I guess, now, trailing 21-0 here early in the second period. They don't want to get themselves too far behind. Pitch over there for Shadle. Shadle's going to try the left side. Now he's got some running room, and Shadle with a nice run out to the 40-yard line. A first down for Nathan Shadle that time, picking up 11 yards or so on the play. Nice run that time by Nathan Shadle. So, Trojans prove they could sweep that left side over there. Same formation, the eye in the backfield. Sinscombe and Shadle. Pass. Firing it down the side over here. Man is out here. It is going to be caught nicely on a great catch made out there by that Kyle Bingaman. Super catch, Kyle. Kyle just loves to go up and get those. And nice throw by Buffington. Good catch out there by Bingaman. Way to go, boys. First down, UDA. The ball is in Juniata territory for the first time tonight for the Trojans, as they have the ball on the Juniata 34-yard line. 1st and 10, UD. Same setup, same lineup in the backfield for UD. Pitches over there for Shadle, bobbles it once, has a hold of it, and rolls ahead for maybe 1 yard. No more than that as the ball on the pitch came popping up in the air. Nathan, a very good job of trying to hang on to that one, and he did. And picked up a yard, maybe on the play, half a yard. Be 2nd down and almost 10. 8:40 remaining here in the first half. 21-0. UDA wants to get in here and get 6. Back to pass goes Buffington. Over the middle, he fires one incomplete. Intended out there for the tight end that time as he went to Dave P. Shale, and just couldn't find Dave that time. It'll bring up a 3rd and 9. It's a good call, but pass overthrown that time by Jimbo. Well, let's see what happens here now on a 3rd and just about 10, almost 10. They'll flank Buffington and Bingaman and Wagner out on the near side of the field. Uh-oh, that'll cost you 5 as he raised up that time just a little bit quickly. And that'll cost UD 5. Bring up a 3rd down and about 14. Okay, we'll try this one once again. Same formation. They can run the same play. Just 5 yards deeper, that's all. Back to pass he goes. Looking, firing, over the middle, complete. Nice pass and a nice catch that time. Down at the 25-yard line. That was Aaron Wagner splitting in from his flanker position out here, cutting across there and making a fine grab on a really nice thrown pass that time by Jimbo Buffington. Good job. Picked up 14, needed 15. It'll be 4th down and a yard. Official timeout now. What are we going to do? Measure this one? Let's see. Official would like to measure this one. It is not going to be a first down, but UD very alertly would like to find out just how close it is. Looks like about a half a ball shorter. Is it a first down? I may have misspoke. It is a first down. All right. Way to go, boys. All right. Good call. Whoever decided to ask for a measurement certainly knew what they were doing. Coaching staff over there on the far side of the field, I'm sure, said, hey, wait a minute. Looks like a 1st and 10 to me, and indeed it was. So big play that time. Got UDA a new series of downs here at the 25-yard line. This would be great to take this one in here. Handoff up the middle with it goes Stinscombe on a rush that gains him maybe 1 yard, no more than that. Jason held up almost immediately after he got it going.
Number 42, Jason Stinscombe on the
picked up, well, 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
2nd and 9. Flankers out on both sides of the field on the 2nd 9. Buffington looking, firing one down here, overthrown. Intended for Bingaman, but way over Kyle that time.
Completion brings up 3rd down.
That was about 5 feet over Kyle's head. And goes an incompletion, will bring up a 3rd down and 10. So another couple of big plays here for UD. Clock stops with 7:26 left here in the first half. Same lineup this time. We'll try to stay back. I hope you can see these guys on these ones back here. Over the middle, it is incomplete. Knocked down out there by number 29, Wagner. The pass intended for Shell. But Dave well covered out there by that Jeremy Wagner. And so it'll bring up a fourth down and just about 10. Well, we're going to have to do something very dramatic here on this one now. Fourth down and 10. We need to get 10 at least. Buffington would like to throw it. He dumps one. Into the end it goes. It is going to be knocked out there. 23 comes up with the...
number 31, Aaron Wagner.
Good pass blocking that time by number 23. He got in front of him. Or he got in front of Wagner, I mean. And that'll give the ball back to Juniata now, 1st and 10. Yep. So, Trojans took it all the way down to the 24. And that's where that one stalled. So 1st and 10 now. Juniata goes to work. 7:13 left here in the first half. Wagner comes over this way. Book will hand it off to that first guy through there. He'll drive it out for a couple of yards. Getting it out over the 25 to the 27 or 8. We'll have to see where they spot it. Running the ball that time, number 30. Justin Imes carried the ball that time, and Imes got it out for about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Ball out the 28-yard line of Juniata. Imes is 30. Wagner will go in and line up in the slot over in the far side right there, 29. He'll come in motion. Handoff is to number 24. Boy, do they have this play down nice. I'll tell you, he's off to the races again. He's got one man to get a block from, and finally he is tackled from behind. Dave Shell chasing him down. Harmon with a big play, and the Trojans simply do not have any coverage on that play because they run that. Oh, yeah, he's got a hole. But there is a clipping penalty going to be called against Juniata this time, and that's going to bring the ball back, and so that's going to nullify one heck of a nice run by that young Indian out there. But for the Trojans, it's a big break because they would have had the ball all the way down at the 27-yard line, and instead this one will come back. And let's see, I'm not sure where they're going to spot it. They're going to, well, still not sure where it's coming back to, but this man here will tell us. Personal foul is the clip against Juniata. And that should take the ball back around the 25-yard line, I believe, but we'll see. Actually takes the ball back near the 20-yard line.
15-yard penalty brings up 2nd down.
It'll be a 2nd and 13 now for the Indians. 6:22 remaining here in the first half. Clock is set in motion. Now it's going. Referee giving it the double crank there to get the clock moving. Oh, should be some motion. No flags in that play. Okay. Brook will fire this one. He's going to throw that away. Where the heck's the receiver? Ever going to have a flag on that one? We're going to have an intentional grounding as Brook fired this one over here. There's absolutely no one within 20 yards of that play. So that's going to cost them a down. Oh, no. They're going to say roughing the passer against UD. Oh, man. What kind of a call? I don't know. Personal foul against the Trojans. Ah, well. Where was the grounding, I wonder? Was it anyone near the place? Got to call a grounding on that. My gosh, he threw that ball. The closest people to that were the kids standing along the fence. Bad call. Bad call. That's a first down. It's an automatic first down on the intentionally roughing the passer. I didn't see it. They were chasing Book around back there, but I was watching him throw the pass, and I never did see him. Maybe it's on the tape, and maybe it isn't. I don't know. So the ball comes out to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Oh, the Trojans had a break a moment ago. Now Juniata gets a break out of this one. And it's going to be Wagner over the middle, gaining about 6.
29, Jeremy
Matt
Wagner
Bauer
on the carry.
bringing him down after a gain out to the 42 or 3 yard line. Picked up, well, nearly 6, second down and 4. Second down. Quarterback book keeps it. Now, this time he probably should have, as he is going to get swarmed under after a gain of maybe 1 yard. Any number of Trojans hitting him that time. Wrestler in there to make the initial stop on him, along with Grafe. And then several other Trojans piling up in there on him, so picked up a yarder. Well, actually picked up nearly 2. Third down and 1. Ball will be at the 45-yard line of Juniata. 4:54 left here in the first half. Handoff, and boy, tackled in the backfield by Byron Hoover. Coming up there and making a good stop that time on number 30 out there, Himes. And Hoover met him in the backfield. Lost about, just about
Brings up fourth down.
4 on the play, or 3. The fourth down, and I think that might be the first time tonight that the Trojans have held Juniata. I think this will be the first punt, if indeed they do punt. Looks as though Wagner may be the punter. He's counting the troops out there. Yep, he's going to be the punter. So timeout might be called because I don't think they have enough men on the field. In fact, 22 is going to join them now. So the Juniata Indians will spend a timeout here now as they get enough players on the field for this punt. 4:07 left here in the first half. 21-0 Juniata. All right, with 4:07 left here now, Juniata timeout is over, and they will put the punt formation squad out there. See what kind of a punter Wagner is. We know what kind of a runner he is. That's a good snap. And a left-footed kick, nice and high. Fair catch called for and made here by Bingaman.
Number 15, Kyle.
Kyle will haul it in here at about the 20-yard line, somewhere around there, maybe 25. Let's see. 24-yard line where they're going to put it. First and 10, UDA on their own 24.
First and 10 from their own.
4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Well, the Trojans want to do something here. Now is the time to do it. 21-0 is the score. Trojans need to score here and get back in this one. Hand off to Shadle. Shadle over the left side. Spins away from several would-be tacklers. Brook trying to get him, and then he spins ahead yet. Nice gain on a nice run that time by Nathan Shadle. Drags that one all the way up here to about the 40-yard line. A nice run that time. In fact, picked up about 17 or 16 yards on the play anyway. So a nice run that time by Nathan Shadle, breaking some tackles over there and doing a good job. Nice play. Now again, they'll set them up in the I formation in the backfield. Receivers flanked out on both sides of the field for UD. Handoff and trying to go up the middle with it here is Shadle again. Shadle's got a yard or two, not too much on that one.
Nathan Shadle on the carry.
Actually, about 2. We second down and 8. Nathan picked up 2. Second and 8. So what will we do on a second and 8 from the 44-yard line of UDA? Big rush put on this time. Passes it up in the air. Look out. And incomplete it goes. As Jim had a big rush put on him out there by number 71, among others. And Jim fired that one up in the air. And fortunately for UD, it didn't get close to anybody. So it'll be third down and 8. Jim that time was praying that one fell like rain somewhere and didn't touch anyone, and he was lucky to have it do that. So now got a lot of pressure, though. You could see that right from the snap. Again, the flankers are on the near side of the field for UD, and this time they'll try to pass again over the middle. It's incomplete. Pass intended out there for Wagner, but not very close to Wagner. Or 16, George Hunter. I didn't even notice George out there in that pattern that time, but at any rate, it's going to bring up a fourth down and 8. So UD will be forced to punt, and that means tricky Nick Huffman will go back to punt this ball away.
44, Nick Hoffman.
Nick had a couple of good punts here so far in this ball game. Smith will be deep to receive this one for Juniata. Good snap, nice snap. Kick, nice high kick. Fair catch called for and made here at the 23-yard line.
20, Adrian Smith called for the fair catch.
Made the catch, and that's where Juniata will put it in play. Got 2:45 left here in the first half, and UD, see if we can stop these guys, keep them off the board at any rate as we get close to that halftime break. All right, 1st and 10, Juniata. Brook going back, he wants to throw. Dumps one off over the near side over here. This is Wagner. Wagner busts it upfield again. Breaking some more tackles. Finally tackled here after a good gain on the play. Byron Hoover, who has played a good defensive ball game tonight for UD so far here in the first half for sure. Byron making the stop on him out here, number 40. And big gain out to the 47-yard line, just about the 48-yard line, whatever, 47 and a half. Look at that. Right between the stripes, I would say. At any rate, first down, 2:25 left here in the first half. And here we go. Looks like Book would like to throw one again. Dumps one over to this side, incomplete. Overthrowing Imes, and another flag on the play. This guy right here threw the flag, so let's see what he detected. Probably holding. At least it's where it generally is. So no, illegal receiver downfield for the Juniata Indians. So that will cost them some yardage. Stops the clock with 2:09 left here in the first half.
Penalty is ineligible receiver.
So we'll see if the Trojans can hold them here now. They'll take the ball back, I would think. I'm not sure, though. They're talking it over here, and maybe they'll take a play, or what are they going to do? Yep, he says take them back. It's only a 5-yard penalty. I thought it was more than that, but 5-yard penalty makes it a first down and 15 for Juniata. 2:09. Clock won't move till the ball is snapped. Motion goes over to the right side. Back to pass goes to QB. Tipped in the air. Caught over here by UD. And a nice play by Nick Huffman. Tipping the pass in the air, and then Huffman picks it off in there. Way to go, Nixter. All right, so the Trojans ought to be able to get it up now for this, I would think. Should inspire them a little bit. The ball is tipped and recovered out here at the 29-yard line of Juniata. 2 minutes, 1 second left here in the first half. Come on, fellas, got to get the heck in there. All right, Jim Buffington, the QB. All right, let's see what happens here now. Buffington will go to throw. Getting a rush, getting sacked. No pass defense for Jim on that play. 30 and 39 coming in there making a stop on him.
30, Justin
Imes coming in to make the initial hit.
39, Jared Dressler.
Dressler also for Juniata. We've got a penalty flag on the play. Illegal procedure called against UD. Well, they won't take that one.
Illegal procedure.
I wouldn't think, because they've lost more than the penalty would give them. So it'll be second down and 15 probably. We'll see. No, it is first and 15. Why they took the penalty, I'm not sure. They must have.
5-yard penalty.
Well, I don't know why. Looked to me like they lost more on the sack than they gained on the penalty. Still a first down now for UD. 1:55 left here in the first half. Handoff up the middle with it goes Shadle, and he breaks it down for a couple of yards.
On the carry.
Picking up about 4 on the play to the 31-yard line. That'll bring up a second down and 12. Actually gained 3 on the play. Second down and 12. On a second and 12. For Shadle. Shadle around the left side, following Stinscom's block, and he picks up a couple of yards on the play. Not too many that time for Nate. Got about, well, actually, picked up 4.
Third down.
It'll be 3rd and 8. little more yardage than I even thought Nate got on that one, but still gives the Trojans a long third down play here, 3rd down and 8. Less than 50 seconds remaining here in the first half. Clock moving it on down, 44 seconds, 43, 42, and so forth. Back to pass goes Buffington. Going to throw a screen. Sets it up over there, and Shadle has it. Shadle's going to go all the way for a 6. There is no flag on the play, and the Trojans have got 6. Nate Shadle with a fine little screen out there on the left side, and then Nathan takes it in for 6. Good play. I didn't think I was going to do anything like that, but way to go, Nathan Shadle. Taking it in from about 30 or 20. Oh, it's hard to tell in this field. What was that, 27 yards or something? I don't know. What do you get on that, Bob? How many yards? I don't know either. Anyway, nice run and a nice play. Let's see if we can get an extra point here. Nice snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. Perfect. All right, so we've got a ball game now, 21-7, 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. Sulio with a toe out there, putting that one through very, very nicely. And UD on the board, so that's got to make them feel a whole lot better here at halftime, as the Trojans will get the ball to begin the second half of play. We'll look forward a little bit here, and that should inspire the boys a little bit, that's for sure. Sulio will tee it up here and kick off with 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. About a 28-yard pass play that time from Buffington to Shadle for 6. Here's Sulio, ready to kick her off. Here we go. Nice kick. Got to drive Wagner all the way back. Did he touch it? I think he might have. Let's see. Can we get him back there? Well, no, we can't. Oh, man, how can he drop the ball, fumble it back there and everything else, and then run it all the way out to the 30-yard line anyway? That is just not covering out there on the kick. Well, whatever. We've got 20 seconds remaining here now in the first half. The ball is spotted out at the 28-yard line, I guess it is, or 25-yard, or where the heck is it? It's at the 29-yard line, 28-yard line. See this field, let me just mention it again. Look at the 20-yard line marker here. See where the girl's standing and the guys are standing, ladies standing over there? Then this guy here with one of our stat men is standing here actually at the 20-yard line. But it's hard to tell because the line markers are way back. The field has no markings on it other than 5-yard stripes, and it's no fun up here. Wagner. Book. Firing one downfield. Man is out here. Could be intercepted. It is. It is intercepted. How much time? No. He says no. Says Wagner did not catch the ball. Aaron says, well, okay. This guy in here, I don't see how he could have possibly seen it was behind him. His back was turned, but this guy calls it no catch. Lousy call, fella. Lousy call. You were behind him. His back was turned to where Aaron caught it. Aaron didn't argue with him. There's no point, I guess. But sure looked like we had picked that off, and had we did, and that had 13 seconds left. Well, here's a handoff, and this time it's going to be number 24 racing ahead. Look at the yardage. Look at the yardage. Finally tripped up out there as Bingaman got a hand on him. Oh, man. First down to the 48-yard line of Upper Dauphin. 4.5 seconds remaining here. 4.5 seconds remaining. Juniata had called timeout with 4.5 seconds remaining, so this should be the last play of the first half. We'll see how it goes here. The Trojans have got to stop them. They get these long plays. Here's Book. Back to pass. Getting a rush. Fires one downfield. It is incomplete. Intended out here for number 30. There is a flag on the play. This guy out here threw the flag again. He'll call pass interference against UD, I guess.
Penalty flag on the play.
But it just called the no interception for UD. No, he's not. He's going to call interference on UD. Interference. Oh, yeah, he made up for the call. There's a make-up call. Thanks. A makeup call. Yeah, that was the big. Thank you, sir.
That should be ended now.
That should be end of the half now. Yep. It can end on that. They just refuse it and the half's over. Refuse and the half will end. Okay, so the half comes to an end with a score of Juniata 21, Upper Dauphin 7 at the end of one half of our football game. So it could get interesting, folks. Stick around. We'll be right back with half number 2 in just a moment.
First of all, the winning numbers 07693.
Well, the Trojans are making their way back onto the field, as you can see, and that means the second half is just about ready to get underway here. To begin the second half, UD will get the football as the Trojans kicked off to Juniata to begin the football game. Juniata will return the favor here to begin the second half of the football game, so we're ready to go here in just a moment. Trojans scoring late in the first half. Got themselves within 2 touchdowns, and if this is baseball, we've got a 3-1 ball game. Bottom of the 4th inning. So that's not bad at all. The question is, can we contain these Indians and put a couple more points on the board for ourselves here and get ourselves right back into this? The first series may be very important to UD as far as their fortunes go here in the second half. So we hope that the Trojans can get her together, and we'll be back and find out here in just one moment. Incidentally, co-captains tonight for the Trojans, number 15, Bingaman, number 12, Buffington, and number 20, Shadle. Number 10 out there is the quarterback for the Juniata Indians. That's that Gabe Book. 44 is Will Harlan, and the other young fella we don't have. But anyway, we'll be set to go now in just a moment. I want to get one like that. No, I mean the camera. Okay, we got her teed up here and ready to go. Spangler is going to get a toe into this one. He'll kick it to Shadle or Bauer. Here comes the kick. Going to be a little short. Picked up over here by Shadle. Shadle running it up the side here. Gets swarmed under. After he runs it back here to the 31-yard line. Trojans will put it in play 69 yards away from pay dirt as we begin the second half here at Juniata.
31-yard line.
Trojans will be working with that same squad out there, of course. That includes Brandel, number 71. 61 in there, Motter. 60 is Grave. 77, Wrestler. 74, Campbell. I think. No, wait, no, that's not true. Pass complete over there for Bingaman, and Bingaman is turned back after not much of a gain, maybe even lost a yard or so. Let's see. Yeah, loss on the play. On the completion of about a yard, we second down and 11.
Second down.
Regal, Anthony Regal in there, 74. All right, from that I formation they'll go now on a second down and 11. Pitch back this way. Shadle didn't get it, and let's see who does have it. I think he may have recovered the fumble himself. Pitch that time, Nathan couldn't quite hang on to that one. So the Trojans here are not starting out the way I had it planned anyway. I'm sure they didn't plan it this way either. He recovered the fumble after a loss of about 7 more, or about 12 more on the play, make that. It'll be third down and about 21. Third and 21. Stinscomb and Shadle in the I formation in the backfield. Receivers out on both sides of the field this time for UD. We'll stay back here and see if Jim wants to throw one. He does. Gets some time over the middle. It is going to be incomplete. And a flag is thrown on the play. This young fella down here likes to throw that flag. This is that same guy. He's detected some interference, and almost certainly it was against, well, could be interference. Let's find out. Call it holding against the Juniata Indians. So, nope, he's going to go over here and explain it to somebody. Holding against Juniata. Flag is picked up way down here, but the yardage is marked out to the 30-yard line, where we'll still bring up a 3rd down and 11. So,
holding against the Indians.
10-yard penalty gets the Trojans to within 11 yards of the 1st down marker. 3rd down, 11. Stay back again here now. Let's see what happens on this 3rd and 11. Will Buffington go to the air twice? That's the question. Nope. Going to hand this one off. Up the middle with it goes Shadle. He busts it out to the 35-yard line. Gain of about 5 or 6 on the play. It'll be 4th down and 6. 4th and 6. Trojans will have to punt the ball away. And that means Nicky the Toe Huffman will go back to kick this one. See if Tricky Nick can get a good one off here. He gets an excellent snap. The kick is good. Nice. Coming down here. Oh, gets a good UD roll, but picked up immediately out here by this number 20 guy. And he is going to be dragged down as coming up to make the stop on number 32, Tony the Tiger Motter, along with number 76 out there for UD, but Tony dragging him down first. Good job, Tony. 76 over there was that dandy Andy Mortensen. And Andy helping on the tackle. 1st and 10. Now let's stop them back here, see what we can do on defense. Book, handoff. Oh, man. Well, that's stopping them, that's for sure. Great stop out there by that Hoover, who had an excellent 1st half. And Byron starting out where he began, or where he left off at the end of the 1st half with an excellent stop. Loss of a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 11.
1 on the play. 2nd down.
Nice stop. Oh, it's sitting almost squarely on that 35-yard line. Gabe Book fakes the handoff, rolls right, looking to throw, fires one downfield. It is tipped away in there. Number 20 gets it go off his hands. It looked as though, had he not done that, Bingaman is reacting as though he might have had a good chance to pick that one off, but it goes as an incompletion. Actually touched the Indian. Got those East Juniata Tigers, who I understand have announced that they are quitting our Tri-Valley League. My friend up here who does videotaping for Juniata tells me the East Juniata Tigers have hung it up as far as the Tri-Valley League is concerned. Here is Book with the keeper. He's going to scramble upfield with it and still on his feet. Drives it out here close to the 1st down marker. Finally tackled in there as Huffman, along with Wegner, come up to make the stop. It'll be short of the 1st down by about 3 yards and bring up a 4th down and 3. So the Trojans have held here, benefiting from some darn good defensive work. And they'll drop back both Bingaman this time on the far side of the field and Bauer on the near side. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. Ooh, nice kick. Going to come down here to Matthew Bauer at the 15, and he is going to be nailed immediately. Matt doing a good job to hang on to it, or I beg your pardon. That is George Hunter. George Hunter, or was it Bauer? Well, I'm not sure. I guess it might have been Matt. But anyway, 1st and 10 for UDA. The ball will be spotted at the 24-yard line.
10 from their own 23-yard line.
23-yard line. Yeah, that's better. 1st and 10 from the 23. So the Trojans held. Juniata held the Trojans the first time. Now we hold them this time. Here's a screen set up over the far side. Incomplete. Intended for Shadle.
for number 20, Nathan Shadle.
But they ran Jim all the way back into the end zone practically with that one. A lot of good rush that time put on by Juniata. Jim was scrambling back there and overthrew Nathan. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Second and 10 for the Trojans. 8:16 remaining here in third period. UD needs to grind one out here now and get on the board. Oops, look out. Missed a handled snap. And I think UD has it. Yeah, Jim Buffington grabbed it. But they're wasting some valuable downs here now. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. And timeout's going to be called by UDA. Trojans want to get it together now. Coach wants to know if these guys are going to come in here and play some good football or what. So, got to get her together. We'll be right back. 8 minutes, 1 second remaining in period 3. Trojans looking for some offensive spark here, and we'll be right back after their timeout. Passing, looking, throwing, complete. Oh, but Shadle had to reach out and dive to catch the ball. And on the gain on the play, about a yard.
Gain of 1 on the play.
4th down and 9. So both teams now sputtering on the offense a little bit. Trojans will once again be forced to kick this one away. And again, it will be Nick Huffman coming in there to do the punting. Good snap, big rush that time. Kicks the ball straight up in the air, not deep at all. And then it gets a Juniata roll yet. Going to be down by Upper Dauphin at the 35-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10.
26, Matt Bauer.
That punt there covered about 11 or 12 yards.
From the Upper Dauphin 35.
Not a good one. Nick was getting a big rush. Snap kind of came back a little lazily that time to Nick. If you notice on the video, kind of just floated back there more or less, you know. I don't know if they lost the handle on it or what, but it wasn't a good sharp snap, and people were pretty much in Nick's face that time before he could get that punt off. So he hurried it and didn't get a whole lot on it. 1st and 10, Juniata in excellent field position. Here comes that Wagner. Wagner into the secondary, rolls ahead, twisting his way for several yards before Bingaman is able to put a stop on him in the secondary. Gaining 8 on the play to be 2nd down and 2. Ball on the 27-yard line of Upper Dauphin. And off up the middle with it goes that number 33. And boy, a couple of Trojans almost had a chance to steal that football that time, but they couldn't quite do it. Looked like they were trying to tackle the ball. Imes has the 1st down, I think. Oh, yeah, 1st down.
1st down for the Indians.
1st down at the 24-yard line of Upper Dauphin. So, dig in there. Byron Hoover, not a really big fella, right in the middle of that line. I guess that's probably where, well, no, I'm not sure who would be in there. At any rate, here we go on a 1st and 10 from the 24. 24 will reset himself. Handoff is again to Wagner. Wagner over the right side, twisting and turning and speeding down all the way down to about the 10, or maybe inside the 10. Another fine run by Jeremy Wagner, who is a, if not a world-class, at least a state-class sprinter, picking up 1st place in 100-yard dashes and things like that, I'm told. So it'll be 1st and goal now from the 6-yard line. So the Trojans really this is going to be a real herder here if the Indians are able to push this one in, and I can't imagine they would not from 6 yards out. 1st and goal. 24 in motion over this side just to set up. Book hands it off. Up the middle with it goes 30 unopposed. And it's now 25, or 26 rather. Okay, make that 27, Dale. I was never good at math. 27-7 with an extra point try coming up. Okay, book a hold for the extra point try. Good snap. Kick is good, I guess. Yep, it's good. 28-7. We'll be right back. 28-7, 5:36 remaining in the third. Well, I think this man's name's Becker, and he's going to tee it up again and kick off to UD. And here comes the kick. It is going to come over here to Nathan Shadle at the 15-yard line. 20, 25, 30, and out to the 32 before he is brought down in there by 44 and 62 of the Juniata Indians. And it'll be first down, UDA.
Upper Dauphin takes over.
Okay, first and 10 now for UD. And this is going to be Shadle. Shadle will lose a yard or two on this one. He tries to go over the left side over there, but Nathan is stopped. After a loss of about 2, it'll be second down and 12.
Nathan Shadle on the...
All right, let's see what the Trojans can come up with here now. From the I formation, back to pass goes Buffington. Overthrows George Hunter.
For number 16, George Hunter.
Jim's been a little strong tonight on some of these passes. Now as he has overthrown several guys tonight, but that one there was just out of the reach of George. He couldn't possibly grab that one, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 12. Okay, on a 3rd and 12. Flankers out on both sides of the field. Jim would like to throw another one. Fakes it once, and the 39 comes in there and puts him down with a sack. It'll bring up 4th down and 20-something. Trojans giving very little pass protection tonight. Here's a low snap. Look out. Wow. Got it off. Better this time, actually. Takes kind of a, well, that's going to take a reverse roll here and be downed out here by UD. And they'll put it in play at the 47-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Mortensen making the downing of the football out there. First and 10, Juniata. From the 47 they go. Book hands it to his second guy through here. This is that number 24. He is stopped on a fine tackle in there that time by George Hunter. Coming up there to make the stop, number 16, assisted in there by Jason Stinscomb, but Hunter making the initial tackle, a good low one that time for George. And there's no gain on the play, 2nd and 10. On a 2nd and 10. Hook's going to keep this one. Boy, when they do that play, that's a nice play. Look at this for breaking tackles, huh? All the way inside the 20-yard line to the 14 or 15. It looked like George Hunter 50 in there may have been in on the stop that time, but another nice run by Gabe Book. And just floating by everybody out there. Big gain on the play. 1st and 10, Juniata. 1st and 10, Juniata. 24. Up the middle. Dove upon there as Bauer held him up. And 24, he looks at Bauer, says something to that. And then Byron Hoover putting the clamp on him from on top. But Matt Bauer had a good hold on him low that time, down around the foot, down around the ankle. Stopped him nicely. A gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Ball now inside the 15 at the 14. Pitch over here for Wagner. Wagner to the 5. Wagner to the 3. And then out of bounds he went with it.
Number 29, Jeremy Wagner on the carry.
It looked like, again, Drew Hunter and Wagner pushing him out down there.
About the 3-yard line.
Is that the 3? It'll be first and goal from the 3 now for the Indians. From the I formation they go this time with Wagner as the running back. Or Wagner, rather. 24 has it, and he jumps into the end zone for 6 more.
Touchdown, Juniata. Number 24, Dustin.
Makes it 34-7, and we'll be back with the extra point try here in just a moment. Okay, let's see what the extra point try looks like here. It is good. 5-7 the score with 2:15 remaining here in the third quarter. Juniata on the road to their 7th consecutive win here have really put the hurts to the Trojans now for sure, and they just continue playing excellent football. Wow, here's a heavy hit out here, I'll tell you, as Stinscomb started running it back and ran into a couple of red brick walls out here and returned it about a yard and a half before he was nailed at the 32-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Trojans from the 32. Okay, well, now the Trojans just need to play for a little pride here. See if we can get something going. Here's Stinscomb diving ahead for about 4 out over the 35 to the 36-yard line. Picked up 4, it'll be 2nd down and 6.
2nd down.
2nd and 6 from the I for UD. It's going to be Shadle. Shadle running it off the side over here, spinning and getting his way down to the 43-yard line. A darn nice run that time by Nathan Shadle. Another 1st down, picking up about 15 yards or so on the play. Excellent run by Nate. 1st and 10, UD. 1:20 left here in the third. Pitch over there for Shadle. Shadle around the left side. Has a couple of yards before he's knocked out of bounds, stopping the clock. With 1:13 left here in the third. And picked up 4, 2nd and 6. Well, here we go. On a 2nd and 6. Again, Shadle on the reverse. They're going to reverse it here for Bingaman. And Kyle has about 1 yard for his effort.
Number 15, Kyle Bingaman on the carry. Gain of 1 on the
3rd and 5.
3rd down.
Is at the 37-yard line of the Juniata Indians on this 3rd down and 5. Dumping one down the side over here. They're going to allow Bingaman to catch this one and go in for 6. Nice play. That a young fellow out here, 24, that absolutely gave him no coverage whatsoever. Kyle just had to wait to catch that one, and a good job. Way to go, Kyle Bingaman. Or Kyle Bingaman. Way to go, Kyle. Nice pass from Jim Buffington to Kyle Bingaman for 6. So it's 35-13, and Sulio will try the extra point. Sulio Zarhovi. See if he can kick this one true. He was good the first try. Second try, good. Then we've got a 35-14 ball game. 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. UD will be kicking off here in just 1 moment. Sulio's got her teed up, and here comes that kick. Right here to the 16-yard line. Up the middle with it goes number 20 until he is stopped out there. Nicely, Eric Motter making the stop. Number 61 there for UD. The ball is at the 36-yard line of Juniata. Now, can the Trojans stop them just for the heck of it here? We'll know in a moment. Let's go defense. Come on, boys. Hang in there. Seconds remain here in the third period. Trojans trail by 21. Look again, look at the hole. Look at the hole. You could mow the lawn out there and no one would get hurt. All the way down here to the 43-yard line.
Gabe Book on the keeper.
Gabe Book has that play. They got some blocking on that play because that young fella has had all kinds of holes to run through when he wants to.
43-yard line.
1st and 10, Juniata. We'll get this play off as mercifully the third quarter will come to an end. And that did it. At the end of 3, Juniata 35, UD 14. For those astronomers among us, the moon is a big thing. Jupiter is the other one. Okay. First and 10, Juniata. Pass. Firing over there for 24. He has it, but he's going to be out of bounds before he gets anything out of that. In fact, do they say it was incomplete? He may have been out of bounds when he caught the pass. No gain. Second and 10. Okay, now on a second down and 10 from the Trojan 44-yard line. Pitch over here for that 24 guy, and he's going to be stopped. As coming up there to make the stop on him is that Matt Bauer. Harmon was the runner, but Bauer making the stop. Good boy, Matt. No gain on that play. Loss of a yard, as a matter of fact. Third down, 11.
Loss of 1 on the
Third and 11. Boy, nothing going here. Trojans immediately coming in. Sulio along with, who was the other young fellow? Oh, Hoover again. Byron Hoover and Sulio Vahovic coming up to make the stop. Loss of 2 more, or 3 more maybe. Fourth down coming up, 4th and 13 or 14. UD will send back Bingaman on the far side of the field and Bauer nearer to us. See what these tricky Indians do with this one. Well, he dribbled it once, but gets the kick off nicely. Well, not very good kick, but then it does get kind of a strange bounce out here. And it's going to be down at the 25-yard line, so the Trojans will put it in play. First and 10 on the Trojan 24-yard line. 10:22 left here in the ball game. Trojans scored last time they had the ball, and that would be nice to see once again here now if we could get it going. Bingaman will be the flanker on the near side. Wagner flanked out on the far side of the field for Upper Dauphin. In the I formation go the backs, and back to pass goes Buffington. Fires one over here. It is going to be complete to Wagner. He'll drag it out of bounds at the 30.
Pass complete to number 31, Aaron Wagner.
3-yard line, I guess it is. Gain of 8 on the play. It'll be second down and
gain of 9 on the play.
well, just about 9 on the play. Second down and 1. 10-16. They alertly go out of bounds with it, stopping that clock. Play a 2-minute drill for the next 10 minutes here and put some points on the board. Okay, here we go. Up the middle with it. First down, close. They will stop the clock momentarily here till they maybe measure this one. Shadle got about 2. It is a first down. Picked up the necessary yardage for the first down. Clock put in motion now. 10 minutes and 8 seconds remaining, so we'll be inside of 10 minutes before the Trojans get this play off. The ball is spotted almost directly on the 35-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Pass, firing. It is incomplete, and a flag on the play. This flag should get the Trojans a defensive pass interference call, I would think. Yep, interference against Juniata. So that'll stop the clock. You give the Trojans a first down, I believe. Let's see where they're going to spot it. They're going to move the ball down here to the 48-yard line. No. 49-yard line. 49-yard line of Juniata goes the football. So, first and 10 for the Upper Dauphin Trojans with the ball just a shade into Juniata territory. Trojans with the first down. Come on, boys. Okay, they're ready to go. I think this is going to be a pass play here for Bingaman. Let's find out. Kyle looks like he's ready to catch one out here for 6. Passing, looping one down the side over there. It is complete. No, it is incomplete. Intended for Wagner. Oh, I thought he had it. Oh, I guess not.
Incomplete.
Nope, incomplete. Second down and 10 coming up. A lot of good coverage out there by Juniata, but I looked to me as first I saw Aaron had that one, but apparently not. Okay, let's see what we do on this one now. Second down and 10. Here's Shadle bouncing ahead for 1 yard. Book making the stop out there.
Number 20, Nathan Shadle
Gabe
on the
grabbed
carry.
him down around the knees and threw him down after 1 yard. 3rd down and 9.
Gain of 1, 3rd down.
Just never know what's going to happen week after week in high school football. And tonight the Trojans have run into a red-hot team up here in Juniata. Back to pass goes Buffington, looking, firing one over the middle. This time it is going to be complete to Bingaman. Kyle with a nice catch over the middle, and that's going to be another 1st down at the Trojan 30 or at the 35-yard line of Juniata. Kyle limping off to the side over there. Looks like he might have hurt his hip a little bit or his tailbone or something on that one. Kyle would like to come out, I think. And timeout's going to be called by the UDA. Timeout, Upper Dauphin.
Timeout, Upper Dauphin.
Kyle is hurting. No doubt about it right at the moment. He's going to check out. The ball game will be replaced in there by Dave Shell, I believe. 8:36 remaining in our ball game. UD with a 1st and 10. 1st and 10 UDA from the Juniata 35-yard line. Shadle around the left side. Oh, just could not turn it. Coming up there, number 30 to ride him down. Nathan had it going good there for a second, but Imes coming up and putting a stop on Nathan after a gain of only 1 yard on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 9. 2nd down, 9. Look out. Jim's going to have to rush this one. No. Ball came loose. No, it didn't. And Jimbo might have hurt a leg that time. Looks like he's holding his left shin or knee.
Number 39, Jared Dressler.
So that does not bode well for UD, but we're going to find out what's going on here. I think he might have got kicked or hit on the shin or something like that. I'm not sure. At any rate, we'll be right back. Well, Jim is very definitely being assisted off the field over here, favoring his left leg. So I don't know what the heck might have happened there. I really couldn't tell, couldn't see. So in the meantime, Kyle Bingaman will be called upon to return as quarterback for UD. He started the first 2 games of the season when Jim was out with a busted thumb, and now he'll be called upon to guide the Trojans here in this Juniata ball game for the last 7 minutes 25 seconds of the game. The Trojans looking at a 3rd down and 10. So it'll be Bingaman at the quarterback spot. Shell goes in as a flanker on the near side of the field, in the slot on the near side of the field. Whoops. A little bit of a mishandling of the snap, and then Kyle's not going to be able to get out of the way back there. As the ball came up that time and was dropped almost immediately on the snap, and so that'll put the ball in play on a 4th down and 4th and 25. Obviously, Nick Huffman will try to punt this one out of there. They'll have one man back, Smith, back to return this one for the Indians. Good snap this time. And a nice kick coming over this way. Smith handles it. He slides down at the 7 or 8 yard line, where the Juniata Indians will put it in play. 1st and 10. 6:28 is all that remains here in the ball game. Okay, on a 1st and 10. Here comes that Wagner. He wants to go 87 yards with it. He might if he gets loose. No, not quite. All the way out here, however, to the 44-yard line. Wagner with a heck of a run. What a speedster. Good heavens. He's just mad that he couldn't bust that one all together, but certainly got him out of bad field position, huh? 1st and 10, Juniata. 1st and 10, Juniata. Book still in there at quarterback with a 35-14 lead and 6 minutes remaining in the ball game. Young fella here tries to dig a hole forward here. This is Harmon. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all on that one. Stop made in there by number 40, Byron Hoover. Byron has played well tonight, the whole game. 2nd and 10. 2nd down and 10. Reset in the back. 30 has it. Imes, I think it is.
Justin Imes on the carry.
He has about 1.5 yards to the 45-yard line.
2 on the play.
Picked up 3rd down and 8.
3rd down.
4:35 left in the game. Here comes that Wagner. This time he is met nicely in there as Jason Stinscomb comes up and puts a hit on him. Nice hit there by Jason. A gain of maybe 1 yard or 2 on the play. We give him 2. 4th down and 6. This will be Wagner. Jeremy Wagner back to punt. Low snap. Gets the kickoff, however. It's a low wobbly kick, as you can imagine. Plenty of pressure put on him out there by UD. And Brook will down the ball for the Indians at the, let's see, 39-yard line.
From their own 38-yard.
Bingaman remains in at quarterback for UD. He'll hand this one off to Shadle.
Nathan Shadle on the carry.
Not much on that one. Matter of fact, no gain. 2nd down, 10. Oh, Kyle, with 3 minutes remaining here in the ball game, looking them over out here. Up the middle with it goes Buffington, or I beg your pardon, Bingaman. And Kyle bursts ahead for about 6 yards or so, maybe 7. Pretty nice run that time by Kyle. Kyle would like nothing better than to throw himself a pass out here. Kyle said, let me throw myself a pass. Huh? Anyway, he likes receiving a whole lot better than throwing, I'm sure. But we're going to have this. 3rd down and 2. Here's Shadle with a nice burst. Shadle around the left side. Nathan on the move and is tripped up finally way down around the 22-yard line or something like that. A fine run that time by our very own speedster number 20, Nathan Shadle, out there. Doing a good job. Wagner coming up and making the stop. He was the other speedster on the other team. So 1st and 10 for UD. It's at the 22-yard line of Juniata now with 2:13 remaining, and the clock is moving. It will be inside of 2 minutes when they get this play off now. Clock down to 2:05 and 4 and 3 and so forth. All right. Tony the Tiger Motter flanked out on the far side of the field to replace Bingaman, who is now at quarterback. Kyle's got it. Tucks it away. Races down the right side. He'll go out of bounds over there. Bumped out of there by number 23 of Juniata. Stopping the clock with 1:45 left here in the ball game. Trojans would like nothing more than to get at least 6 more in here if we could. George Hunter will join the fray. Okay. Passing. Into the corner it goes for Wagner. Wagner's got it for 6. Nice pass play.
Pass complete to number
from
31, Aaron Wagner for an Upper Dauphin touchdown.
Bingaman to Wagner, tying up, getting a 21-yard pass play. I guess it was something like that. I'm not sure. But that was good. Nice play. Kyle looped it out there very nicely, and Wagner, Aaron, all by himself over there, kind of. Not too much defense around on that one. So, the extra point try is no good. Off to the right.
Extra point attempt is no good.
39 remaining in the ball game. 35-20. The Indians by 15. We're down here 63. Mark Reber 87 into the ball game on his special team here now. as the Trojans get ready to kick off following their third touchdown of the ball game. Zaharovic will kick it off. No, he won't. He picked up the ball. He's going to take it over to side. Wants to get closer to the team bus, he said before he kicks this one off. Here he goes. He's ready. He backs up only 4 yards. Looks like it might be an onside kick attempt. It is. And hold everything. We got an offsides play on Upper Dauphin. Hold the phone. UD offsides. Trojans are offside on the kick. So we're going to try it again now. It's going to be an onside kick, obviously. So let's see if Tulio can get this one a little better. Yep. Going to be bounce out, tipped up in the air. The Trojans have it. Believe it or not, it's going to be David Pichel coming up with that football. I believe it was Dave coming up off the pile. It is. It's Upper Dauphin's ball as the onside kick is successful. Trojans with 1:37 remaining here in the ball game, but Dave Shell with a big onside kick recovery. That's always fun. Doesn't happen often. And Dave right there, Johnny on the spot, or in this case, Davey on the spot to pick up that onside kick. A nice one. Went just fully the 10 yard. In fact, it went about 11 yards or so. And that's the way you're supposed to play it, and he did. First and 10 UD, a minute and a half left here. See if Kyle can fire one down here to one of those guys, and he's going to try. Here he is, getting chased. Now he's got some running room. Fires it down the field. It's going to be intercepted, though. It was intended for Wagner, but 23 decided he'd pick that one off for the Indians, and he did. So the ball goes right back to Juniata. First and 10, Indians. Minute 29 left here in the ball game. 30 rushing ahead and finally stopped out there as Tony the Tiger Motter combines with Matt the Hooper Bauer out there, and he has got a good tackle. Picking up 7 was that young Juniata Indian. Second down, 3. All right, on a second down play, second down 3. Clock down at 45 seconds left here in this one. And hold everything. We've got delay of the game called against Juniata with 44 seconds left. And that'll march them back 5.
Penalty, still second down.
Still second down. Both teams out here, I'll tell you, they're playing this one like it's a close ball game. Juniata, with 44 seconds left in the ball game, has not substituted one ball player that I can see out here. They got a 15-point lead. Trojans, of course, countering mostly with their starting 5 also. There's another run up the middle here, and we're going to draw a crowd out here at the 47-yard line. This is the quarterback book. He runs for about 9 more. And it'll bring up a third down play, but more so than that, it looks as though that might have been the final play of the ball game, as Juniata will obviously allow this one to run down. So the final score will be Juniata 35, the Upper Dauphin Trojans 20. The Trojans now drop behind 500 ball, dropping to 3-4 on the season, and now have piled up 2 consecutive losses in the league play, coming up with a 15-point deficit tonight and just a 6 or 7-point deficit last week, whatever it was, 6-point, I guess. So anyway, a heck of a good ball game for Juniata, again, keeping their streak alive here now, 7 in a row in the 97 season. So congratulations to the Indians on a really, really good ball game. And UD, we will have to regroup and try to see what we can do next week. I think we have, let's see, I'm not sure who. Newport at home next week. So we should make out a little better during that time, I believe. Looks as though Jim Buffington was walking around over there, so I believe Jimbo is going to be okay for next week's ball game. Certainly hope so. And yeah, here he is. And we'll see what happens now as Trojans need to get it back again together. And they come in tonight playing, well, actually 2 weeks in a row playing 2 pretty tough ball games. Although I must tell you this for posterity's sake, the Line-Mounted Eagles beat the Halifax Wildcats tonight 9-0. They had led 3-0 for the longest time. then apparently got a touchdown and no extra point or whatever, or perhaps 3 field goals. I have no idea. At any rate, I think the final score of that game was 9-0. So, by gosh, the Trojans just have to play a little bit harder. It seems like we didn't play with the same intensity that we played games 3, 4, and 5, and it showed up tonight as we just didn't have what it takes to hold these guys down at Wagner, with another tremendous night for his Juniata Indians, and UD with some good moments during the ball game, but just too few and too far between. So we'll collect ourselves and get it ready for those Buffaloes of Newport next week at home, and we'll see you then. So good night from Dietrich Field here at Juniata. Final score again, the Juniata Indians 35, the UDA Trojans 20. Sulio has her teed up out here now, getting ready to kick off as we begin tonight's ball game. And seems to be having a little difficulty getting it to stand up. There it goes. Okay, we're set. Newport will receive. We will get the names as we go along. I think everyone for the Trojans is healthy as far as I know. Here's a kick over on the far side, taken out here at the 25, and then he's going to have to fall on it there. It was kind of mishandled, and he fell on it at about the 25-yard line. Coverage out there by Grafe, along with
Wesley Smith on the return
Shell
of the Hirovic's kickoff.
for the Trojans. A 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. The handoff is to the left back, and boy, does he have some running room. In fact, he has one man to beat, and his fella's going to catch up to him, I think. Let's see. Get him. Yes, tripped him over the 5-yard line. And that is Bingaman coming up there to make the tackle. Boy, that was flat, and did flat ever scatter all the way down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal on the very first play. So the Trojans didn't want to open up like that, but good job there by that Kyle Bingaman coming up there and getting the tackle right at the just about the 5-yard line as you see it there. So Newport opens up with a big play, going 65 yards, I guess it would be. 75 yards. No. 70 yards. Make that 70 yards. Okay. First play. And this time it's going to be a little tougher as he hardly gets anything out of that. Stacked up very nicely. Mace back in there again this week, we're glad to see, along with Mortensen, number 61.
Along with Dustin
and
no gain, second down.
good to see those guys in there. Grafe and Eric Motter, I beg your pardon. Eric Motter, 61. Doing a good job on the stop there. Absolutely no gain on the play. 2nd and goal from the 5. Quarterback's going to keep it, scramble around the left side, and he will get in, I think. Yeah, touchdown. Just made it, as you can see. Stauffer was the quarterback. He kept it and goes in for 6. So very quickly here, the Newport Buffaloes are on the scoreboard, and they'll be coming up to attempt their extra point try now as they line it up pretty quickly out here. No huddle for the extra point try. They're going to kick it. I think this might be Ship. Maybe kicking out here. As I said, we'll get our folder out here in a moment. And we'll find out what kind of a kick we have here. Nice placement. Kick is down. Kick is no good. Hit the crossbar and went underneath the bar. So that's Todd Ship. Todd's first attempt tonight, no good. But Newport has a 6-0 lead with, we've played a minute and 25 seconds. Well, that did not take too long. And we'll be back and see if the Trojans can come back and return the favor now. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment. Or the near man deep to receive the kick. On the other side is that Nathan Shadle. So they will be the ones responsible for running this kick back. Todd Ship will be kicking it off for Newport. Todd, I believe, is a freshman. Is that correct? I think so.
Mason Stauffer is the quarterback.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll see what kind of a kick Todd can get off here. And here it comes. Going to be kind of wobbly, and let's see. Well, picked up here at the 23-yard line. To the 25 goes Stinscomb with it, and he's going to be bounced out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
Brought down by number 11, Jordan Walls of Newport.
Walls making a stop for the Buffaloes.
And the Trojans will start 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line.
Trojans look like they will have their regular backfield in there. It'll be Jim Buffington, the quarterback. You'll have Stinscomb and Shadle lining up as running backs in the backfield. Flanker on the far side of the field is Wagner. Near side is Bingaman. And UD will pass. Bingaman goes in motion over on the far side. And back to pass on the first play goes Buffington. Fires one over the middle. It is going to be intercepted here as number 21 picks that one off. Scampers back here to the 21 or, well, no, to the 31-yard line.
Pass is intercepted by number 21.
So that time, the very first play, very first pass goes as an interception for Stauffer, who is the quarterback on the ball club. And Newport has a new life already at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, Newport. Well, let's see what Newport does with it here on a 1st and 10. Can UD hold them back here? We'll see. Stauffer keeps the ball, and 55, Sulio comes in there and puts a stop on him very quickly, tying him up immediately. Rafe assisting on the play, but Saharovic coming up with a big play that time. It will be a loss, or rather a gain of maybe a yard and a half on the play. He's 2nd down and a long 8, just about 9. Ball now just inside the UD 30-yard line. Stauffer still has it. He wants to keep it. He's going to roll around the right side over here, and he will get tripped up at about the 23-yard line. Mace and Stinscomb coming up to make the stop that time. Matt Bauer also assisting on the play.
Brought down at the 23-yard line.
Gain of 7 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Spot at the 23-yard line now, and Trojans just have to dig in here against these guys. This is not a good team from Newport. They will tell you that. But they've played some tough ball games, and Trojans cannot certainly take them lightly. Here's a handoff to number 20, and he is going to spin ahead for the 1st down as he gains ahead to the 17-yard line. 1st down. Matt Bauer and Kyle Bingaman making a stop in there. Anthony Motter also in there, says Terry, the announcer. So the Trojans will have to dig in again now as it's 1st and 10 on the 17-yard line of UDA. 8:35 left here in the first period, and Newport doing some threatening again. So will Stauffer keep this one? Nope, going to hand it off, and coming over this side, and he got tripped up. That time as he tried to go up over that Byron Hoover. Byron kind of leaned up as he was trying to crawl over Byron, and Byron kind of just raised up and tripped him up that time. So I don't know if you'd say Byron got a hand on him, but he certainly stopped him and brought him down out there. Good play. Gain of a yard on the play, 2nd down and 9. Coaches are hollering, watch the boot. Watch that bootleg. If he runs it, he'll run it to the left, more than likely. Backs are split. Quarterback wants to throw. Dumps one into the end zone. It is complete for 6. Touchdown. On the coverage out there was that Aaron Wagner, but to no avail as Ben Kramer picks off that stopper 17-yard pass, and Newport already up 12-0. We'll look for an extra point. We've played 4 minutes 21 seconds into the ball game, and it's a 12-0 ball game. And Todd Shipp will try it again here now. Todd may get a few chances tonight, the way the Trojans are playing defensively so far. Here's the kick. This one is... there's no signal yet. What is it? Good. Okay, I finally retrieves the ball. 85 says, yeah, that was good. Okay, we had to all wait while he retrieved the ball. Referee talking to the other referee or whatever, other official. Anyway, it's 13-0 with 7:39 remaining here in the first period. Well, once again, Todd Shipp will tee it up at the 40-yard line, getting set for his second kickoff of the first period here. Again, we have Shadle and Bauer back deep to receive this kick. And here it comes. It's going to be kicked again over this way. Taken out here on the fly by that number 46, Matt Huffman. And Nick Huffman, and Nick is dropped after maybe a yard. Not too much on that one.
And the Trojans will start.
Nick will take it to the 31-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 UD. Again, Wegner will flank out on the near side of the field. In the power I formation go the backs. That's Stinscomb and Shadle. Handoff Shadle. Shadle up the middle with it. Drives ahead for a couple of yards. Crunching ahead there behind Eric Motter. And Mortensen.
By Mike Smith.
Okay, let's see what we can do on this. A gain of only about 2 on that last play. Same formation this time for quarterback Buffington. And he'll hand it to the first man this time. And not much on that, as they blocked it up really quickly. That was Stinscomb, and Stinscomb got about another yard out of that, and that's about all. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Andrew Riggle, 74 in there. I may have said Mortensen before, but Riggle, 74 for UD. In motion comes Bingaman over this way. Back to pass he goes. Fires one downfield, and this is going to be intercepted, as we didn't run the pattern very well that time. I don't know what happened. Kyle that time kind of quit. I think that was kind of thrown. Kyle would have had a chance to get out there. They're going to discuss this one now, and something happened because I couldn't call that Jim's fault that time. It looked just like Kyle may have stopped on the play. I don't know if he was supposed to be the short guy or what, but it just didn't work that time as he overthrew him. And, of course, there were all the white shirts out there defending and picked off. So Stopper will go back to work this time. He's on his own 40-yard line. The Buffaloes are 2 for 2 as they've gotten the ball twice and have scored twice, and he drives this one for 5 out to the 45-yard line. Stopping him in there, a host of Trojans, including Mace and Huffman, and I think Grafe was in on that stop also. 2nd down 5. So they break the huddle, playing practically out in front of us here now on this 2nd down and 5. QB hands this one off, and number 20's got it, and they got him right away that time after a gain of about a yard or so. That was Platt with it. Nick Huffman and Dustin Mace, and Dustin might have got his bell rung again here. I'm not sure. Dustin looks a little wobbly out there to me. I hope Dustin's okay. This looked a little shaky that time, but I guess he's going to hang in there. Okay, 3rd down and just about 4. Quarterback still has it. He's going to look over the middle. Intercepted that time as the Trojans pick it off. Picked off out there by number 32, Anthony Motter. So Tony the Tiger comes up with a big interception. Way to go, Tony. He will intercept that one at the 49-yard line of UD, where it'll be put in play now. The Trojans with some better field position than they've had all night long. So see if we can keep that ball now. Get her together out here. They'll put the man in the slot. Here's Bingaman on the far side of the field. Power I in the backfield. Pitch over there for Shadle. Shadle's going to try to turn the side over there, and he got a couple of yards down to the 47-yard line of Newport. Picking up 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6. All right, 2nd down here. You're going to flank them out on both sides this time. We're going to stay back a little bit. Pitch out over here for Shadle. And Shadle tripped up almost in the backfield. I'm not sure what Nathan tripped over that time. There wasn't a... well, they do say Wesley Smith was near him, but I didn't see Smith get a hand on him. I think Nathan might have tripped that time just on the sod himself or whatever. But at any rate, it's a loss of a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 8. The Trojans just absolutely unable to get her going here so far. Back to the I formation in the backfield they go. Back to pass he goes. Fires one over this way. It is complete this time, and a nice catch made out there by Wagner, Bingaman. And Kyle goes all the way for a touchdown. Way to go. Kyle Bingaman spinning away. And Kyle has to forgive me for not thinking about it, who it was. But there's a penalty flag back here. And I think this one's coming back. The ref says it is anyway. So that's unfortunate there. It's a bad block by somebody on the Trojans. An illegal block. And that'll bring the touchdown all the way back and move the Trojans way the heck back to around the 30-yard line. They're going to set it right on the 35-yard line, rather. So that nullified one. Excellent play there. Nice pass and a great effort after the catch was made that time by that Kyle Bingaman, but to no avail as they bring her back.
Illegal block call on the Trojans.
3rd down and about 25 now.
3rd down.
Actually, 3rd about 24. Well, let's see if we can do that again. Uh-oh. That'll take them back 5 more. And make it 3rd and 31. 3rd and 29, make it.
Down 29.
So let's see what happens here now. The clock down to 3:26 left here in the first quarter. Trojans trailing 13-0. And again, we'll see what they do with this one. Back to pass he goes. We're going to set a screen. Dump one over this side, and it's a Shadle. Shadle breaks some good tackles and drives it out here to the 38-yard line. Gave about 8 yards on the play, but it'll be way short of the first down, obviously, and so UD will have to punt that ball away. And for the first time tonight, the Trojans will have, I think, let's see, are we going to put, yeah, Nick Huffman in there to punt the ball away. Nick's been doing very well punting the ball for UD this year, and we'll see if he can get the good punt out of this one. Ball's going to come over this way, and let's see. It's going to hit and take a good UD roll and be downed out there at the 22-yard line, where it will be put into play. 1st and 10 for Newport. At this point, Newport is going to call a timeout. Not sure why, but Newport has called time, and we'll be right back. Okay, the timeout is over now, and Newport puts it in play on the 1st and 10. This is that 28 guy, whatever. There's a clip in here. This one's coming back for sure. There was an obvious clip out there, and the referee saw it, as well as everybody up here. And so this one will be coming back for sure. Yep.
Smith, the ball carrier for Newport.
Smith was the ball carrier. And
flag on the play.
had a gain of about 7 or 8 yards on the play, but this one's definitely coming back. Face mask. And a hold. Declined. They're going to take the clip. Okay, the 2 penalties were smaller ones, so they take the big one, decline the other ones, take the big one.
Block will be the ball against Newport.
And it'll be put down at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So it'll be 1st down.
And Newport will have
and,
1st down and 10.
1st and
16.
Yeah, 1st and 16. 1st down, 16. Here comes 20. He heads up the middle with it and gets a couple of yards out to the 19.
Flat, the ball carrier.
Picking up about 3 or so, maybe 4 on the play. It'll be second down and a long 11. Wrestler and Stinscomb making the stop out there.
Second down.
Saharovich out there along with Wrestler, Stinscomb, Grafe, Byron Hoover, and Dustin Mace and so forth. Stauffer looks like he wants to throw, or is he going to tuck it? No, he's going to throw it. Fires it down. It's intercepted. This could be 6. Here comes Bingham and down to the 2. No. Just down to about the 1 or 2 yard line. Oh, just couldn't quite get it out there. And Kyle with his second big play. First one they called back when he received a pass, and this one gets him down to the 1 yard line. First and 10, or first and goal, UDA. Way to go. Nice intercept there by that. Yep, yeah. Way to go. Yep. Jake Motter, the center out there for UD. Shadle has it. Shadle's got 6. He goes in without being knocked down at all, and Nathan's got a touchdown. Way to go. Well, that sounds familiar. Been a while since we saw Nate go in with one, and nice to see him go in there now. And we've got a 13-6 ball game with an extra point try coming up here. And it appears as though the teams are going to score tonight for sure, and the extra points could be very, very important. So we'll see what we elect to do here now. Looks like Bingham's in there to hold for Sulio. And let's see if Sulio can knock this one home. Snap's good. Placement's down. Kick looks good from here. It is good. All right. Way to go. It is now 13-7. And Sulio getting ready to kick off once again for UD. Minute, 19 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. And now we trail by 6. 13-7 Newport. All right. Okay, here comes Sulio now, getting ready to kick off for the second time in the ballgame. We kicked off to begin the game. Here's the kick coming back this way. Going to be taken out here at the 18. 42 coming up field, and they finally got him, and the flag is thrown in here. In fact, there's 2 flags thrown.
Wesley Smith on the return of the
We've got 2 flags on this one.
There's 2 penalty flags on the play.
And let's see what's happening here.
Smith was brought down at the 37-yard line.
We're going to take the one back here furthest, I'm sure, because there's a flag laying at the 25-yard line and a flag laying at the 37-yard line. So we'll get the call right here. Personal foul clip against the Newport Buffalo. So Newport now, who had that 13-0 early lead, starting to get a little shaky out here, I would say. And they're picking up some penalties, and with the Trojan intercept the last time they had the ball, Newport getting themselves into a hole out here. The ball is placed at the 12-yard line. It'll be, first and 10. Yep. Minute and 10 remaining here in the first quarter. Stauffer at quarterback for the Newport Buffaloes. He'll hand this one off. Up the middle he goes, blocks or knocks himself off one tackler, but then back in here, a nice stop in there by Wrestler, along with
gain of about 2 out to the 14.
Oh, let's see. I think Hunter might have been in there on that one too. George Hunter, I believe, in there making the stop. Mace, Hunter, Hoover, Sorovic, Wrestler, Bauer, George Hunter, and Stauffer now on a second down play. He'll hand this one off to number 20. 20 bumps ahead after a yard or so. Nice tackle in there by that Dustin Mace. Darn nice tackle by Dustin.
Gain out to about the 19-yard line.
Third down and about 3 now for Newport. Ball is just at about the 19-yard line of Newport. Clock's down to 10 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, so I don't think they're going to bother to get this one off. Or if they do bother, they won't make it. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Boom, that did it. Quarter comes to an end, but it is getting more and more interesting here now. It's frustrating a little bit there early on, but right now, the Trojan definitely back into the ball game now. 13-7 at the end of 1, and we'll be back with quarter number 2 in just a moment. Newport now with the ball, getting set to travel north here at the ballpark. 3rd down and 3. Big play coming up here for UD. Let's see if we can hold them right here. Stauffer sets it up on a 3rd and 3. He'll hand it off to number 20. Or no, he kept it. And he's going to drag ahead. Mace finally grabbing him out there and wrestling him back along with Sulio and 26 Bauer. And that's going to be determined by the forward progress that they give. They're going to have to measure this one. From here, looks like he may have made it. It's awfully close. We'll zoom in on the measurement here and find out what happened. They had him initially, and he was powerful enough to drive it ahead, perhaps for the first time, but we'll see. Short by 2 1/2 inches. 4th down coming up. So on a 4th down now, it looks as though Newport is going to kick that ball away. And that means, let's see, are they going to send anybody back to receive this punt? Yeah, they are. They're going to drop back. Well, they're not sure. UD is not sending anybody back. No, they're not going to. Yeah, they are. They're going to punt it. Back to punt is Stauffer this time, who is the quarterback also. So let's see. He gets the kickoff. It's a rolling kick. Let's see. Should be returned. It is. Here comes Hoover with it. Or not Hoover, but Tony the Tiger Motter.
Number 33, Anthony Motter.
And Anthony brings it out here to the 49-yard line of Newport.
And the UDA offense.
Good run back by Tony. And we've got 49 yards to go here to get back into this one. And we'll see what we can do. Wriggle the tackle on this side. Not sure who the young fella is on the other side. Pitch is over this way for Shadle. Shadle cuts it upfield. Shadle with a nice run. Has a couple of guys back here to beat, but couldn't quite get past Stauffer. Couldn't get past Stauffer, I mean. And nice gain on the play, however, close to a 1st down. It is a 1st down. 1st down. Picked up about 10 1/2 yards on that one. That was very nice. Stauffer having to make the stop in the secondary that time, as Shadle had it pretty much in 3rd gear and rolling that time until Stauffer bumped him out of there. Another nice run by that Shadle. Nathan's played well all year. Pitch over there for Shadle. He's going to try the left side. Gets by one guy. Gets by 2 or 3 guys. Still on his feet. Shadle all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Down to the 21. Excellent run that time again by that Nathan Shadle. Picking up about 14 yards on that play. So it'll be 1st and 10 UD on the 21-yard line of Newport. Trojans using Nathan Shadle, running behind some good blocking out there, making the cuts very well upfield for Nathan. You could see it plainly here. There's a 1st and 10. Shadle again up the middle this time, and he gets maybe a yard. Tough yard out of that one. Tackle out there at the 19-yard line.
Shadle again, the ball carrier.
And that time they were ready for Nathan.
Across the 20 to the 19.
And didn't get too much out of that one.
2nd down, 8.
Gain of a long yard. 2nd down. Okay, let's see what we can do here on a 2nd down and long 8 or maybe 9. Wants to pass, looking, firing one down this way. It is complete to Wegner. Wegner down at the 8-yard line. Wegner with a very nice reception that time. And it'll be 1st and goal now for the Trojans. Way to go, Aaron. Nice pass that time by Jimbo. Just fired that one out there very nicely. And Wegner able to haul it in. 1st and goal. Trojans looking to tie up the ball game, and then with an extra point can take the lead. You got to tie it first. I formation in the backfield again for UD. Pitches back here for Shadle. Shadle at the 10. Shadle at the 5, and is tackled right about the 5-yard line.
Nathan Shadle, the ball carrier.
2nd down and 5 from the 5.
Inside the 5, brought down by Wesley Smith.
Wesley Smith making a stop out there for Newport. 2nd and goal from the 5. All right, let's see what we can do with this one. Handoff up the middle goes Shadle. Shadle down to the 3 maybe.
Nathan
Got held up that time. Looked like Nathan might carry that one all the way in, but they grabbed him and threw him back at about the 2.
For the Trojans.
Looks like 3rd and goal from the 2. So big play coming up here for UD. They have that Dave Pichel in there at a tight end position now. See if Dave can block if they're going to sweep over this way. Dave's not sure. He said, where do you want me to go? Dave's ready. How could I be mentioning him and he would be out there wondering where he's supposed to be? Okay. Here's Shadle again. Shadle, do you get in? No? Apparently not.
The ball carrier.
Wow, 4th down, and he's got to be down on
He's going to be stopped
the
just
stripe.
Short.
Wow, I'll tell you, look where the ball is, look where the goal line is.
Trojan, 4th down and goal to go.
Big play here, 4th down. Bingaman will check out, or rather, Hunter will check out of the ball game. Wagner in there. I can't imagine they'd want to throw this. I think they'd want Stinscomb to lead the way for Shadle and get in there. Hoover, the other man, set up in the backfield for UDA number 40. It's going to be Shadle, and oi, did he get in? He did. All right, Nathan Shadle just bent the shoulders and sliced in there for the 2nd time tonight. Way to go, Nathan. From 1 foot out or whatever. Good job that time by Nathan. He gets his 2nd. He ties up the ball game here. 13-13 with 8:03 remaining in the 1st half. So we've got ourselves a ball game now that is unfolding much more to our liking here. And again, Sulio Zaharovic will tee it up here. Good snap, placements down. Kick is good from here. It looked good. So way to go, boys. And we've got a 14-13 lead now. The Trojans on top by 1. Yay! Sarovic ready to kick it off. Here comes Sulio's kick. It's going to be taken out here by one of the shorter guys. He's got the football and runs it all the way back upfield here to the 37 or 8-yard line. Tackled in there by that David Pichel. Among others, way to go, Dave.
8-yard line.
That's Lycan's own Dave Shell. And it is 1st and 10 on the 38. Platt. Okay, I think Platt was not the runner that time, but okay, he's number 20. Okay. All right, here we go on a 1st and 10 for Newport from the 38-yard line of Newport. Trojans have really stopped them the last couple of times, aided, of course, by a couple of penalties, but look out, this is Platt. Platt driving it all the way out for a 1st down.
The ball carrier.
A nice run, and it is going to be a 1st down. Matt Bauer and Wegner making the stop out there, but 1st and 10 Newport. Nice run that time by that young Platt of Newport, number 20. All at the 49-yard line of Newport, 1st and 10. They'll split the backs in the backfield this time. Quarterback will hand this one off, driving it up the middle. There goes that 42, and look out, he's breaking tackles and all the way down here to the 42 or so yard line. Again, Matt Bauer wrestling him out of there. Matt, not a real big guy, but man, he was tackling a big fella that time. As that Smith really dragging some ball players along with him. Picked up 9 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 1. An excellent run that time. 2 excellent runs in a row here. One of 8 or 9 yards, and the other one for a 1st down. So Newport has their offense in gear again. 20, big gain, all the way down inside the 35 to the 32-yard line. Another 1st down. That's that Platt again. Number 20.
Inside the Trojan 35 at the 30.
Another excellent run for the Newport lad.
1st and 10.
Freshman Todd Ship coming into the ball, number 19. He's a freshman. He's going to be a flanker on the far side of the field. All the way out he goes on this 1st and 10. Quarterback has it, still has it. Stauffer with it, and look at him drag ahead for a couple of yards. Looked like a busted play, I guess. He looked like he was looking for a couple of guys to hand it off to, and no one around, although it could have been designed that way, I guess. I'm not sure. But at any rate, it'll be a gain of 3, second down and 7. Or it'll be second down and 6. Actually, they moved the stick ahead a little bit. Oh, now there was a hit you could feel and hear from up here, as I think it must have been Hoover making the initial contact on him. And then he was knocked down by Grape and Mace in there making the stop on him. But Hoover really put a pop on him immediately. You could hear the crash up here. I don't know if you could pick it up on the TV, but you hear it popping up here. No gain, third down and 6. They spread out that line all the way across the field. Here's that 20 again, Platt. He has a couple of yards, but short of the first down. Mace again making the stop out there along with Dundee Wrestler.
We'll bring up a 4th down and about 3 from
4th and 3. So the Trojan defense has now held them this far. Of course, we need one more hold here, and we can get that ball back. 4:40 left here in the first half. Clock moving on down. The backs are split in the backfield on this very important 4th down and a long 3. Stopper back to pass, looking over the middle, dumps one over the far side. He's got a man out here that could be intercepted, and it is, as it is picked off out there by Kyle Bingaman at the 10-yard line.
First pass is going to be intercepted.
So it'll
by
be
number
1st
15,
and 10 for UD at their own 10-yard line.
Now we'll start 1st down and
all right,
10.
let's see if the Trojan can go 90 yards. We've got 4 minutes, 21 seconds to try that here in the first half. So go UD. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 10. Or 1st and 10, yeah, from the 10. Back to pass he goes. Fires one down this way. It is complete to Wegner. Wegner tries to break it loose, but just couldn't quite do it. Number 82 of Newport bringing him down. Nice pass and a nice completion. It is enough for the first down.
Have a UDA first down.
So 10 yards on that pass play. Very nice. And it'll be 1st and 10 from just outside the 20. Now we'll call it the 21-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 21. Flankers out on the far side of the field. Eye in the backfield. Pass complete. Nice catch. That's Kyle Bingaman. Bingaman for 8 out to the 29-yard line or around there. See where they spot it. Actually picked up 9.
Gain of about 9.
2nd down and 1. So
29.
Jimbo has got the passing game on track now. 2nd down and 1. Some nice catches being made out there also. Jim not throwing real hard, but a lot more accurate right at the moment. That's where we want to keep it here. 2nd and 1. Up the middle with it goes Stinscombe, but he won't get one out of that as he is stopped immediately, and it'll be 3rd down. No gain or maybe a loss of a yard on the play. We'll see where they finally spot it. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 1. Again, George Hunter will take the play in from the bench. 3rd and 1. Just under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. They'll put a flanker out on both sides of the field this time. And the pitch is back here for Shadle, looking for a 3rd and 1. Can Nathan turn it upfield? He did. And he's got the first down, I think. If they give him a good spot here, he has got the first down. He did not get much more than that, but I think he got enough for the first down. Referee here is going to have a look at it. He might measure it.
Looks like we're going to have
no, first down.
Another Trojan first down.
Yep. The guy sort of faked this out. He looked like he was going to signal for a measurement, but then he said, no, it's a first down. And indeed it was. So it'll be 1st and 10. Trojans easing that ball upfield, have got it out to the 30-yard line now.
Trojan first down.
2 minutes, 34 seconds left here in the first half. Their other team would like to have a measurement. They have not moved the stick. Now they're going to move the sticks. The referee signaled the time in, so Trojans should just go ahead and do it. 1st and 10. Back to pass goes Buffington. Fires one over there. It's going to be intercepted. This is going to be picked off by number 11 and run back for 6. So Newport has taken the lead back again. That time Jim just threw that one out there a little bit too lightly, and Wallace just stepped right up and took that one back about 30 yards or so. So the Buffaloes go back on top. Now this is going to be one of those ball games.
And Newport will take the lead now 19-14.
We'll see what they do with the extra point. They don't huddle up for an extra point. They know what they're going to do. So they'll come into the ball game now, and it'll be Todd Shipp again trying that extra point. And as I said before, the extra points are extremely important, and this will be an important one too. So will Newport be able to convert this one? Let's see. Oh, no, it's going to be a fakeroo and a pass. Shipp, lefty, fires one into the end zone over the head of number 82.
Conversion will be no good.
And so that's going to still give the Newport Buffaloes the lead back again, however. And we'll be getting the ball back here in just a moment. It's now 19-14 with 2:04 left in the first half. Newport on top. Well, Shipp has got her teed up again here now as we get set to have his third kickoff of the first half here. And here it comes. It's a low kick. Taken in the air over here by, who the heck was that? I'm not sure. 46, Nick Huffman. Yeah, it was. Okay, Nick Huffman brings it back to the 37, so it'll be 1st and 10. They'll actually put it at the 36, I believe. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans on their own 36-yard line. So the Trojans, who just had it out there a moment ago and gave it up, have a minute 57 seconds to see if we can't get back in here now. Trojans trailing by 5. 19-14, trailed by 5. A touchdown would put them ahead. So let's see what we can do with this one now. Don't want Jim getting gun shy out there now. We want to keep throwing this thing. Here he's going to go back to throw another one. Looking. Fires one downfield. Got a man out here. It is going to be, oh, Kyle Bigeman. He was defended out here, but went right through him.
Todd Shipp on the coverage for Newport. 2nd down.
Gee whiz. Shipp was the cover out here on the defense, but Kyle probably should have had that one. Don't know why he didn't. But we'll go for a 2nd and 10 now. Okay, well, he was there. And let's see what happens here on this one. Back he goes again. They're going to try to set a screen. Now he's got some running room to do out here, and he throws this one out of bounds. All right.
Pass incomplete.
3rd down.
3rd down and 10. Trojans from the 37.
Stops the clock with a minute 41 left here in the first half. UD looking at a 3rd and 10. From the I formation they go this time. This time they'll line up with both receivers on the near side of the field. We're going to stay back here, see if we're going to throw one, see what kind of a pattern we can run. There they go. They're looking, firing one over the middle. Incomplete. Intended out there for number 15, Kyle Bigeman, but bounced off a couple of people and goes as an incompletion. UD will have to punt this one away now with a minute 35 left here in the first half. Into the ball game will come our punter extraordinaire, and that's Nick Huffman. And we'll see if Nick can get a good one off here. Nick punting in his stocking feet. No, he's not. Just those white sneaks or white tape or whatever. Here's a flag on the play. Kick is up. Nice high kick. Oh, my goodness. Got a really nice kick out of this, and UD will down it out here at the 32-yard line. Now, there is a flag on the play, so I'm not sure what kind of penalty we have here, but they are talking to Newport. So, obviously, it's against UD, probably a hold maybe. Illegal procedure against UD. Declined. Newport will be glad to take the ball where they have it. And so it'll be put in play at the 33-yard line of Newport.
So they will start 1st down and 10.
And they have a minute 25 remaining here in the first half. Okay. Flankers out on the far side feet. Stoffer hands this one off. Up the middle with it goes 42.
Platt, the ball carrier, or rather Smith.
No, that wasn't Platt. That was Smith. Yep. Okay. He's got about a yard or so. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Hunter making a stop on the last play. A good stop, says Ray. All right. Very good. Not much on it. And so it'll be 2nd down and about a long 8. Stauffer hands this one off. Here comes that Platt. And Platt drives it ahead here to the 30 or 40-yard line, rather. Looks like Bauer and Motter. Tony the Tiger in there again, along with that Matrick Bauer. And got a 3rd and 3 now. 29, 28 seconds, 27 and so forth left here. And Newport does not look like they're in any kind of a hurry. They may just let it run out now as it's down to 20 seconds. I'm not sure if they have to run one yet or not. Clock's down to 14. Yeah, I guess. One more play. 9 seconds. Time for this one play. And it's going to be Platt again, and Platt driving across the middle, gets all the way to the 50-yard line as the buzzer goes to end the first half of play. So, a interesting first half, to say the least, as the teams have put on 33 points here in the first half, and we trail by 5. It's Newport 19, UDA 14 at the end of one half of the ball game.
Parked up at the front of the school in a handicapped parking zone. License plate number APT, the handicap zone up at the front of the school. If it is not moved, it will be towed unless you can prove it handicap zone.
Well, as you can see, the teams are back on the field to begin the second half of play. Our co-captains tonight, I will mention to you, number 15, Kyle Bingaman. Number 20 is Nathan Shadle. Number 56, Dustin Mace. And number 12, Jim Buffington. Stauffer, number 21 for the Buffaloes out there. 42 is Smith, and the other fellow is that Platt, number 20. So the UD will get the ball to begin the second half, and they trail by 5, and so we need to get the ball and put some points on the board quickly and get right back on top of this ball game. It's going to be one of those kind of games, you know, with the two teams who have played 14 ball games coming into tonight's game, and collectively they have won 5. So, you know, you're not going to be able to expect a whole heck of a lot more out of these two squads, except for a good ball game. And so far, you know, we've had a pretty decent ball game. It was entertaining to watch at any rate. I'm sure the young fellows out here would like to be winning, and Newport would like to be able to hang on to this 5-point lead, but that's not going to happen. I don't know what the final score is going to be, but it sure isn't going to be 19-14, I can assure you that. So anyway, Todd Shipp looks like he's all ready. He says he is, and I believe him. So we're going to have him kicking off here to our Trojans in just a moment. Shadle and Bauer back deep to receive the kick for UD. And the second half getting ready to begin right here. Here it goes. Coming over this way, short man again here is going to be Stinskam. And Jason will be thrown down out here at the 30-yard line.
Is brought down by number 44.
It'll be put in play at the 29, first and 10, UDA.
10 from the 29.
Oh, yes, I am. Yeah. Brendel, 71 out here for UD. On that line to start this second half. First play is a pitch over here for Shadle. Shadle running upfield. Got a lot of running room that time. And gets himself a first down on his first try. Bursting out to the 41-yard line. First and 10. Well, Nathan looks like he really wanted to move that time, and he did. Man, he was taken off. Rod Erdman of Erdman wins the ticket.
Thank you for your support.
It's just ironic his name was the same town he came from. Anyway, here we go on the power eye in the backfield on this first and 10. Pitch over here, reverse. Back around the right side goes Bingaman, and Kyle's going to be tripped up, and there's a flag on the play, and there could be a clip on UD. Let's find out.
Brought down at the
penalty is against UD. It's a bad block of some kind. And it takes the ball back to the 23-yard line of UDA, where it will be first and 25, I guess. Back to pass goes Buffington right out here for Bingaman. He catches it out at the 31 or 32-yard line. Nice gain on the play. It'll be second down and 20. Second down and 20 for UD. Nice catch that time by Fires it. It is almost caught over there as Wegner tried to reach back and catch that one. Thrown just a little bit behind Aaron, and he could not haul that one in. It's 3rd and 20 for UD, or just about 20 anyway. So Trojans looked like they were getting this early one going here. They received the kickoff here in the second half and had taken it down to the 45-yard line, or to the 41-yard line, but now kind of getting stalled here. Big play coming up here in the 3rd and 19. Pitches it back here. Ball is loose and is going to be recovered by Newport. 42 will pick it up. I think that might be Smith.
By number 42, Wesley Smith.
Wesley Smith picking it up for the Buffaloes. And that's going to give Newport the football on the 27-yard line. So bad mistake there by UD. Coughing that one up. And let's see if we can keep them off the board now. Trojans started out horribly in the opening moments of the first quarter. Started out with that big 65 or 70-yard run from scrimmage, 70 yards I guess it was, down to the 5-yard line for a goof up, and then they gave it away again. And let's see, now we don't want to start that here in the 3rd period. This is Wesley Smith driving it ahead here down to the 23-yard line or 24-yard line. Let's see, they're going to put it on the 24 almost, and so it'll be a gain of 3, 2nd down 7. On a 2nd and 7. Handoff is to that Platt. Platt bounces off a couple of guys, heads all the way down here, still on his feet at about the 12-yard line.
Platt, the ball carrier, will have
finally brought down in there by number 31, Wegner. Assisted in there by that Tony Motter. But it's 1st and 10 now at the 12-yard line. Oh, the Trojans opening up the second half almost the way they did the first half, almost the way they did the ball game, with letting these Buffaloes run wild over them here. The only difference is here we trail by 5 now. At the opening of the ball game, we weren't behind yet. So let's see if we can stop them. Handoff is to that Platt again. Platt down to the 6-yard line before he's going to be gang tackled in there.
Platt again, the ball carrier for Newport. Brought down by...
Okay, now from the 5-yard line, it's 2nd down and about 4. Here comes that Platt again, and Platt into the end zone for a touchdown.
Platt is in for the
so the Trojans now trail by 11. It is 25-14 with an extra point attempt coming up. Taking advantage of that turnover. And again, Todd Schiff will try his leg out here. Good snap, placement's down. Kick is good. Looks from here. Yep, it is good. So
extra point is good.
Todd Schiff's extra point is true. And we've got a 26-14 ball game now with 8:40 left here in the 3rd.
Grand Prix license plate.
The Shipper has her teed up again here. And he's getting ready to kick off to the Trojans once again. And it will be the same pair back deep, Shadle and Bauer. So far, Ship has not kicked it to those two fellas, though. He kicks a little short here to where Stinscomb or Byron Hoover might be able to pick it off. Let's see who it goes to this time. This is going to be deep enough to be taken out here by Bauer. And Matt with it coming back upfield and taking it to the 30 or 31-yard line.
Bauer
in that area somewhere.
Gets it out to the Trojan 30-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10 now. Matt ran it back about 15 or so yards. Maybe 20. 1st and 10. The ball just on the far side of the 30-yard line. You see it here. Come on now. You guys got to get it rolling. There's Buffington. He'll hand it off here for Shadle. Shadle cutting across this way. He has about 3. Out to the 33-yard line.
33.
It'll be 2nd down and 7. About 8 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter, so all kinds of time, but we got to stay close. You can't let these guys get any further ahead, that's for sure. We got to keep up close with them. Here's a pass out here for Bingaman, and Kyle is tackled almost immediately. Coming up to make the stop out there is Todd Ship. And Todd made a good tackle on Kyle Bingaman that time, or Kyle Bingaman that time. There's a gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 5. Okay, looking at a big play for UD. 3rd down 5. Don't want to give those Buffaloes that ball back again. Here's Shadle swinging it out over this side, getting a couple of good breaks out there, making himself some good yardage for a first down. Nice run that time by that Nathan Shadle, picking up about 7 on the play to the 43-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 UDAs. That was a big one. And Nathan really turning and churning out there, getting some extra yardage after he was stopped after a gain of about maybe 2, and then plowed ahead for maybe 5 more. So nice play. 1st and 10 UD. Back to pass he goes, looking, firing one deep down the right side. Got a man out here. It is going to be caught by Bingaman at the 23-yard line. Great catch. Bingaman out there, Ship, and number 21 out there for Newport. But boy, Bingaman going up and getting that one within the reach of 2 defenders and hauling that one down. Nice catch out there, Kyle. All right, ball at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 UD on the Newport 23. Excellent play that time. First man through has got it. That's Stinscomb. He goes down to the 20-yard line. Jason picking up 3 or nearly 4 on the play.
Gain of 3, 2nd down,
2nd and 7. Okay, 2nd down. Ball right on the 20-yard line. Pass over here. Screen out here for Bingaman. Bingaman steps out of bounds, is bumped out of bounds. Looks like close to the 1st down, or is it a 1st down? It's going to be awfully close over there.
Inside the 15-yard line.
It is going to be, let's see, what happened here? Looks like a 1st down. It is. Trojan 1st down in the Newport 13. So way to go, Kyle again, picking up some good yardage on a little screen pass. And little pass out there in a flat to Kyle that time. 1st and 10 from the 13. Here comes Shadle up the middle with it. Shadle down to the 6. Nice run by Nathan Shadle. He might mark it back at the 7. At any rate, a nice run. Picking up 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Nice run by that Nathan Shadle once again. Nathan's got over 1,000 yards. I didn't realize the young fellow was that close, but congratulations to Nathan Shadle, picking up more than 1,000 yards rushing. Here he's going to try to get a couple of more and maybe get 6. Nathan trying to turn the side over there. Gets right back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Shadle again, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be
brought down by
3rd down and 4 or 3. And the ball placed at the 6-yard line. Nothing on that one.
Check that 3rd.
Okay. 3rd down play. Looking for 6. Looking. Jim gets time. Pushes one into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown to Wegner. Wegner. All right, Aaron, way to go. All right. And UD right back into it now. It is 26 to 20. And UD looking for that Sulio Zaharovic extra point. Way to go. Nice pass that time from Buffington to Wegner. Aaron floating around back there. He was in the clear when the pass finally got over to him here. And good job by Jim Buffington, who was getting pursued pretty much that time. And Zaharovic's kick is good. And Jim scrambling back there and finally got himself enough room to throw that ball to Wegner, and Wegner right there to catch it. So it's now a 5-point ball game again. 26-21. UDA will be kicking off to Newport here in just a moment. 4:24 left here in the third. 47 points scored so far. We've got 21 of them. All right. Sulio is ready to kick it, and here he did. He kicks it over on the left side. Going to be taken out there at the 17, to the 25, and up to the 30, and out to the 35-yard line he goes before he is tripped up out there. As looks like it's going to be Eric Motter along with Matt Bauer coming up there to make the stop at the 35-yard line of Newport. 1st and 10 Buffaloes. 1st and 10. They split the backs in the backfield. Stauffer is the QB. Handoff to number still has it. Oh, here's number 20 Plot with it, and at that time coming up there is Matt Bauer making the stop. Faked me out that time, but he didn't fake Matt out. Matt come up there and made a good stop on him. Way to go, Matt. Lost one. It'll be 2nd and 11. 2nd down, E11. UD needs a couple more good defensive plays like that. Stauffer faking it. He still has it. He's going to try to run it over on the left side. He's looking to throw. Now he can't do it, though, and he's going to be tripped up out here after he gains enough for the first down, or awfully close. We'll see where they spot this one. If they're going to put it there, he's got a first down.
Very close to a Newport first down.
First down, Newport Buffaloes. Oh, no, they're going to measure it. Ooh, baby. This one is close. No, it's a first down, but my goodness, not by much of my, first down. First down by the tip of the football. You see it there. And check the inflation pressure on that football. I think it's oversized. Anyway, it's first down, Newport on the 45-yard line. Okay, so Newport with more new life here. 1st and 10, on the 45-yard line. QB will hand this one off, and up the middle with it, rushing for 5 goes that Smith, I think it was. Yeah, it was, and he's got 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Right at midfield, 2nd down.
A host of Trojans making the stop on him out there. Dustin Mace. Good to see Dustin back in the ball game tonight. Missed 2 games with a concussion of some kind, and good to see him back in there tonight. Certainly missed him last week. Here's a handoff and a good stop made after no gain on the play. Coming up to make the stop is number 60, Grafe, along with 61, Eric Motter. Both of them combining for a good stop in there that time. 3rd and 5 now. Now it gets serious here for the Trojan defense and for that Buffalo offense. A big 3rd down and 5. If we can stop them here without much gain, then Newport's going to have to think about it a little bit. So let's see what happens. The backs are split in the backfield. Handoff, quarterback still has it, and he's going to be caught. Well, wait a minute. Oh, still struggling ahead, but they grab him and throw him back. Wow, Stauffer had it, faked a good handoff, and then after they knew he had it, he still rambled ahead for 1 yard, no more than that. It'll be 4th down and 4. Terry Grafe again making a stop on the play in there with a bunch of Trojans, but there's that Terry, number 60. Playing a good defensive ball game out here for Coach Ayers. And Newport will be forced to punt. So that was the big play the Trojans needed and wanted and got from Grafe that time. See what kind of snap we get here. Nice snap. Kick, low, not too high, but whoops. And falling down out there is Matt Bauer. He'll pick it up at about the 3 or 4 yard line and now gets smothered under around the 2. Wow. So I'm not sure whether Matt should have just left that roll into the end zone. Probably wished he would have now, maybe. But, man, it's going to make it a long touchdown march here for UD. Matt said, I didn't know what to do with that one, he said. Here he comes. Okay, Matt. Anyway, 1st and 10, UD on their own 2. Here we go now from the 2 yard line. Handoff is to Shadle, I believe. And Nathan Shadle drives it out to the 5. Picks up about 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7. UD has to get out of the shadow of the goalpost back there now. Only 28 seconds left here in the third period, and the clock is moving. Trojans trailing by 5. Both teams have all their timeouts remaining. No one has used a timeout here in the second half. There's a handoff to Shadle. Shadle with a good run for a first down and a little more out to the 13-yard line. Nice run that time by that Nate Shadle. Picking up again what the Trojans needed, and it was a first down, and he grounded out. 8 seconds left now, and that might have done it, as the Trojans will allow this one to wind down now and end the third quarter just trailing by 5 with the football on a first and 10. It is 26-21 Newport with 1 period to go.
Upper Dauphin will have a first down. Booster meeting up.
Okay, the Trojans now heading south here at the ballpark. Looking at a first and 10 from the 13-yard line. Up the middle with it comes Shadle. He's out over the 15 to the 16-yard line. Gain of maybe 3 or so on the play.
Shadle, the ball carrier.
Looks like a gain of, well, 2 anyway. Second down and 8, we'll call it. Okay, here we go on a second down play. From the I formation, they'll put the 2 receivers, Wagner and Bingaman, out on this side, with the pitches over there for Shadle. Shadle with a good running room. Nathan Shadle off to the races, is at the 50-yard line, now tackled at the 45. Excellent run by that Nathan Shadle. Boy, Nathan gets it going, and he really gets it in gear quickly out there. Excellent run by Nathan Shadle. Boy, that's taken the Trojans out of bad territory for sure, as this drive started on, I think, the 2. They now have it on the Newport 45-yard line, first and 10. Excellent job in there that time by that Nathan Shadle on the pitch from Jim Buffington. All right, Jim looks him over. First and 10, 45-yard line of Newport. Trojans need 6 to regain the lead. Hand off to the first man through there, Stinscomb, and Stinscomb breaks it down to the 35-yard line. An excellent run that time behind some good blocking for Jason Stinscomb. Nice quick hitter that time by that fullback Jason. And boy, made it 9, darn nearly a first down. It'll be second down and awfully short. Look where these line markers are over here. What the heck are they doing? Short. Man, that doesn't look short either. That looks like a first down from here, gang. I'll tell you, I would have called for a measurement on that one. Wow. If we make it here, who cares? But it has to be so close. Shadle's got the first down. Shadle's got many more. Spinning, and all the way down inside the 20 to the 22. Way to go in there. Stopped in there by that Todd Ship. Saving the bacon that time for Newport as he stopped Nathan down at the 22-yard line, and Newport will call their first timeout of the ball of the second half. Timeout Newport. So the Trojans on a tear, and we'll be right back after this Newport timeout. 10:07 left here in the ball game. Here we go now on a first and 10 from the 23-yard line of Newport. Handoff is to Stinscomb again. Stinscomb down to the 17.
Jason Stinscomb, the ball carrier.
Nice run that time by Jason Stinscomb, picking up about 6 on the play. It'll be second down and 4.
16-yard line.
Way to go, Jason. Really hanging on to that football in there, too. We want to continue to do that, hang on to it, but Jason really hitting that line nicely out there. He's at number 42. Okay, on a second down and 6 or so. Here's Shadle. Shadle cuts it back up the middle and gets a couple more yards. It'll be short of the first down, or will it be? No, it will be a first down. It is a first down for UDA. Got it down to the 12-yard line. Yep, first and 10 Upper Dauphin on the 12-yard line of Newport. All right. Mace is in there at a guard position on this side for UD. Handoff is to Shadle. Shadle, whoop. Oh, nope, nothing doing that time. Shadle ran into his blocking that time. And the blocking got held up, and so did he. So he picked up, 2.
Down at the 10-yard line.
It'll be second and 8.
Second down.
Ball laying just shy of the 10. Second down and 8. 10 yards for a touchdown. 8 yards for a first down. Wegner, the flanker, lone flanker out here in the near side of the field. And it's going to be a fakearoo pass. Intercepted at the goal line. Here comes Stauffer racing upfield, and he is going to be thrown down out here as Shadle grabbed him out at the 25-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Trojans took it all the way down there, and then Stauffer just stepped up and picked that one off cleanly. No question about the intercept that time. And so Newport has it with 8:19 remaining here in the ball game. It's at the 24-yard line of Newport, 1st and 10 Buffalo. So what a change of direction that made as Stauffer able to pick that one off on the run and drove it all the way out to the 23-yard line. He'll hand this one off. Coming over this side is Platt. Platt knocked down after a gain of maybe a yard or two. Not much on that one.
Down by Zahirovic.
Zahirovic making the stop out there along with Wegner, they say.
Gain of about.
It'll be a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. On a 2nd and 8. Again, in the I formation in the backfield for Stauffer. He'll hand this one off. Up the middle here goes that number 20 or 42 Smith. He rolls out here for another first down out at the 35-yard line. They'll mark it at the 36, another first down for the Newport Buffaloes. And now the clock, of course, does become a factor, as we'll have to keep an eye on it. 7.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Newport by 5. And again, they're on the march now at the Newport 36-yard line. Ship will be the flanker on the far side of the field. I don't think they've gone to Todd tonight at all. Well, we'll see what Stauffer does with this one. No, he'll hand this one off. Up with it goes Platt. He's going to be stopped after a gain of maybe 1 yard. A good low tackle made in that time. And we've got a penalty called on UD. Could be a face mask call. It is a face mask call against Upper Dauphin. Man, that hurts. As that's going to take the ball all the way down to about the 44-yard line or something like that. Let's see where they're going with it. 48-yard line.
And Newport, first down.
First down, Buffaloes in Trojan territory at the Upper Dauphin 48. Oh, well. Nope. All right, let's see what we can do here to stop these guys now. 1st and 10. This is that Platt again. And he gains about 2 to the 46.
Platt, the ball carrier.
Initially hit in there by number 15. Bingaman, I believe. Yep. Gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
2 or 3. 2nd down.
Is that about the UD 46-yard line? And the same play gets them about another 2 or so yards out to the UD 45-yard line. Again, it's going to be Mace in there along with Wrestler, I believe, and Mace.
Gain of about 1. 3rd down.
3rd and 6. Another big play here for UD. 5 minutes, 35 seconds, and timeout called now by Newport. They will take their 2nd timeout. UD still has 3 remaining, and we have 5:36 left here in the ball game. Newport's timeout is over, and they will be looking at a big 3rd down and 6 play here. 7. 3rd down and, yeah, just about 7. So let's see if we can't contain them here now. So many times we've left these teams off the hook. And let's see, it's going to be quarterback Stauffer keeping it, coughing up the football. Football is loose, but I think it might have been covered by Newport. We shall see. Yeah, it was. Newport covered it. Stauffer coughed it up after a fine run for the first down, but Newport recovered it anyway at the 36-yard line of Upper Dauphin, so it'll be 1st and 10. Newport on the Upper Dauphin 36. Wow. Time to cough it up and still made the first down yardage on it on the recovery. All right. right, 1st and 10 from the Upper Dauphin 36. Things getting a little more serious now as the clock continues to wind down here. Here's that Plot. Plot bouncing off a couple of guys, but then finally stopped out there. Good tackle there by Bauer and Mace and Tony the Tiger Motter. Grafe helping out also. Gain of a long yard. It'll be 2nd down and just about 8.5. 4 minutes, 40 seconds, and the clock continues to count down here now. That's all that's left in the ball game. Here's a handoff to Smith. Smith up the middle, 1st down and plenty more, driving it all the way down inside the 20 to the 17 or 18-yard line.
The ball carrier for Newport.
Wesley Smith, a pretty big lad the way he looks out there. He's their fullback.
And Bauer.
Man, he's a big one.
That will be a Newport 1st down.
Newport with another big 1st down at the 17-yard line. So UD really getting the hurts put on them now by those big gainers, and that's Smith, a big, strong kid. Went through there and gained good yardage on the play. 4:10. We'll be down inside of 4 minutes by the time this one's run. And the quarterback's got to keep it. Drives over the middle and gets about 4 or 5 more down to the 11-yard line. They'll bring up a 2nd down and 4. He picked up 6 on the play. 2nd and 4.
7. 2nd down.
2nd and 4, yeah. 2nd and 4. Close spotted at the 11-yard line of Upper Dauphin. 6 here would put the hurts on us. So we got to get that ball back somehow or another here. We trail by 5. Here comes that Plot. Bounces off a couple. Well, this time he's not going to do much because he's grabbed onto immediately out there by Dustin Mace, making a good stop on him. Terry Grafe also, but I think Dustin had the initial hit on him and put the stop on him out there. Grafe and several other guys helping out on the play, and timeouts called by Upper Dauphin. Now, as the Trojans have the Buffaloes, a 3rd down and 5 coming up for Newport. Ball back at the 13-yard line, and we'll be right back. Trojans spend their first timeout. 2 more remain.
3rd down and about 5 on the...
All right, here we go now on a big 3rd down and 5. Newport, of course, with 2 big downs coming up here, unless the Trojans can steal that football. From the 13. Quarterback still has it. Stopper tucks it away. Tries to go around the side over there. He's knocked down. Let's see. The ball's loose. Here comes somebody. Can we get it? No. Newport with it. Oh, twice Stopper kicked it, coughed it up, but again, right there was a Buffalo to fall on it. It's back at the 16 or so.
And that will bring up a 4th down.
It'll be 4th down. So if the Trojans can hang on to it here now, stop this. We've got 2:46 left here in the ball game. And the clock started now, 2:41 and so forth. So if we can hold them here, the Trojans will get one more crack at it. And who knows, could pull a big one out here. But we'll see. Got to hold them here. And this is where the Trojans have so often left these other guys off the hook. So they'll go for a field goal. Well, this is going to be Todd Shipp. He's going to attempt a field goal. And timeout now called by Newport. We'll call time. The last time out of the ball game for the Newport Buffaloes. So UD going to have to see what happens here as young Todd Shipp is supposedly going to be called upon to kick a field goal, which would be about a 27-yarder. So we'll see. Well, now they thought about it, called timeout. They're not going to kick a field goal. They're going to try to see what they can do here. Now, Trojans have got to stop them on this big play right here. Get that ball back. Here's the handoff. And up the middle with it goes the young fella. Did he get the 1st down? No. No, he'll be short of the 1st down by a yard or so, I think. Let's see where the heck he is. I think the Trojans have it.
Ball carrier for Newport.
Going to call time for a measurement. Wow, is it that close? I don't think so, huh? No, it's not that close. I don't think so. Looked like he did not get it by a lot. There you go. A whole yard. Hits Upper Dauphin's ball by almost a yard. So way to go, UD.
At the 9-yard line.
Holding out there at the 8-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 now for Upper Dauphin 92 yards away from winning the ball game. They've got 2 minutes and 9 seconds remaining here in this contest, and it has been a tough one. Nip and tuck all night, and this is Nip with it now. Anyway, let's go, boys. Come on, guys can pull this out. We got to get these guys hot here and make some good passes. Buffington from the end zone fires one out this way. It is caught by Bingaman. Bingaman dives down to the 21-yard line. That's enough for the first down, picking up 12 on the play, or 13 on the play. And it's 1st and 10, UD. Clock stops momentarily with 1:59 left here in the ball game. UD will call the signals. The clock is put in motion, and Upper Dauphin will break the huddle and come out and see what we can do with this one. Two flankers are out on the far side of the field this time for the Trojans. Buffington drops back, looking to pass, looking down the left side. Fires one over that way. It is intercepted. Yes, it was. I think it's tipped off the hands of Kyle Bingaman, so that'll probably do it. That time it went off Kyle's fingertips right into the hands of number 11. So that will probably do it, but Trojans gave it an effort. And just are going to come up a little short now. I believe they got 1:40 left. We have 2 timeouts remaining, and we're going to have to do something dramatic here, maybe to really tackle that football, see if we get the ball back, if possible. Newport, in the meantime, will be very conservative with it, I'm sure. They lead by 5, and they'll try to run her down here. Newport looking to pick up their 3rd win of the season. Only their 3rd. Here's this young number 20, and he's still on his feet. Look at this. Look at this run, bouncing around out here. Finally stopped by Mace and Wegner. And timeout called by UDA. Loss of a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Timeout called by Upper Dauphin. We have 1 more remaining and only 1:27 remaining here in the ball game. All right, here we go on a 2nd and 11. Stauffer will keep it, rolling around the right side over here. After him is Bauer. A flag is thrown in the play. Matt Bauer with a fine tackle over there at the 30-yard line. However, there is a flag laying back here where holding sometimes occurs. And it is a hold called on Newport. Stops the clock with 1:18 left here in the ball game. And UD will decline the penalty. It is declined, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ball against Newport will be declined. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 for Newport.
3rd and 10 now. They'll spot the ball at the 30-yard line. And the clock begins ticking its way down now to 1:14. And that means Trojans still with 1 timeout left. They'll spend it after this play, I would think. Clock down to 1:03, 2, 1. Now less than a minute to play. And they're going to take a penalty, I think. No, they won't. But they'll get close. Handoff up the middle with it goes Smith. He is hit, and they will call a 4th down play. Coming up now, and UD will call timeout. Lost a couple of seconds while they decided to call timeout, but they did finally call timeout with 42 seconds left here in the ball game. So it's as tight as it can get now. UD must hold them here and then must huddle up quickly and do some sideline passes or whatever they want to do. Sideline runs, period, just to preserve what precious little time remains. So we'll see what happens. 42 ticks left on the clock. Newport with a 4th down and 8. Okay, here is the 4th down play for Newport. If they get a 1st down, it's over. Quarterback keeps it. Stauffer's rolling around this side, tucks it away. Coming up here to tackle him and out of bounds. Did he go? Yes. It doesn't matter. The clock will stop while they set the chains because he's short of the 1st down. So the Trojans have it now with 34-yard line. Or 34 seconds left. Ball will be on the 30, where is it? 26-yard line, I guess it is. Yeah, on the 26-yard line with 34 seconds left. So this is one of these plays like you play in the yard. Everybody goes out for a pass.
No illegal.
This is alley football. That's right. Alley football now. Everybody out for a pass. Back goes Buffington, looking over the middle. He'll spin one here for Wagner. And with no timeouts remaining, the middle of the field is probably not where they really wanted to pass it to. Although I'm not sure, there's only 22 seconds remaining. Trojans will have to huddle it up really quickly here now and call a quick play. Then they're going to spike this and stop the clock. All right, it'll be second down, or third down. Third and 1.
Down and 1 on the 35.
13 seconds is all that remains. Okay, just 13 seconds remaining. Time for maybe a play or two. We'll see. We need a third and 1, but that's incidental now. Doesn't matter. Back to pass goes Buffington, getting a good rush. He is going to be sacked, and that's going to end the ball game as Rudy has no timeouts remaining. And so the final score is going to be the Newport Buffaloes picking up their third victory of the season. This one over UDA by a final score of 26-21. And the Trojans will pick up their third consecutive loss, pick up loss number 6, and make their number 5 rather, and make their record now 3-5. Well, the Trojans not playing real well tonight. The interceptions really hurt the Trojans tonight. One interception which went for the game-winning touchdown for Newport, as it turns out, and the other one killing a Trojan drive down at the 5-yard line when they threw an interception and just could not capitalize on a good drive. So UD getting stung tonight by these Buffaloes, and they will try to go up to Tyrone and face a very formidable foe up there in those Tyrone boys next week, and then come back here for the season finale against Pine Grove. So Trojans probably deserved a better fate tonight, but just could not get that big play when they needed it. And the Newport Buffaloes, in their own behalf, playing good pass defense and stepping up and picking off a couple of passes in extremely critical situations for UDA, and that turned it all around for those Newport Buffaloes. So we congratulate the Buffaloes, and for UD, we will try to pick it up next week and then close out this season. I thought we had chances of a 500 season, and well, perhaps theoretically we still do, but it won't be easy next week in Tyrone, and then we'll play those Pine Grovers and see what we can do with those guys. So good night from UDA. Final score again, a 26-21 ball game. Newport on top. Well, good evening, everybody, from Tyrone, Pennsylvania, where tonight the Trojans will take on those Golden Eagles from Tyrone, number 2 ranked in the state. And they're a AA school up here at Tyrone, and they have a perfect 7-0 or 8-0 record. Something like that.
I'll tell you 8.
8-0, okay. 8-0 record. And one thing they do have up here, too, is a very nice facilities. Really decent place. We're in out of the rain, and that's going to be important because it is raining, as you can see. It has been raining here since around 6 o'clock or so, or even before that, I guess. And it's coming down fairly lightly. I mean, it looks a little heavier on the TV than it really is, but it has been raining all night and will continue to do so. May get a little heavier even as the night goes on. So we are just about ready to go with tonight's ball game. We do not have the names of the Tyrone Golden Eagles. We will try to pick up some of them as we go along. We do, of course, see our Trojans out here, and the Trojans with a big row to hoe tonight. Picking at number 15. Number 12 out there is Buffington. Number 20 is Shadle, and number 56, Mace. The co-captains for our UDA Trojans coming in here tonight with a record of 3-5 and facing the state's number 2 ball club. So I'm told they put a lot of points on the board, and they have had some real challenging ball games that they have come away with a victory. So the Eagles not to be taken lightly by any means, and we'll see if the Trojans can at least hang in there with these guys tonight and do a good job. So we'll be back now as we have the opening tip coming up here. We are out of the rain. I may have mentioned that. The booth here is shaded or sheltered. We're inside and should not have any problem that way. It's a little crowded in here. We have a man doing a radio broadcast aside of me. Their videotaper is two guys aside of me to my left, and it's a jam. But the view from the field up here, from the taping box, is really, really nice, very nice, and should be really a good view of this ball game anyway. So let's see what transpires here now, as we do have the toss of the coin, and the referee will separate them out here. Looks like UD may have won the toss. They did, and they will elect to receive. So it'll be the white and black clad Trojans against the black and white clad Eagles, and we'll be set with the Eagle kickoff here in just a moment. Trojans will send back Shadle, number 20, and Bauer, number 26, back to receive the kick. Field is lined all around with the fence. Spectators are lined up all over the place around the perimeter. Good crowd over here for this game, which is, of course, a non-league game and meaningless as far as any standings go. But for the overall, the Tyrone Eagles would like to keep their winning streak intact, and of course, so it's a big game for them. And the Trojans, on the other hand, would love nothing better than to become spoilers tonight and see if they can pick up a victory here at Tyrone. Here's that opening kick coming up. Number 12, the kicker. And as I said, we will probably learn some of these guys' names as we go along. No, it's not 12. It's the other guy. Here's the kick. Going to be taken out here by Bauer, or Shadle, rather. Shadle at the 15, the 20, the 25, goes all the way up to the 35-yard line where he is stopped out there. It'll be 1st and 10 UDA on their own 35-yard line. Pick up some of these Trojan guys. 74 or 42 stints come in there, of course. The quarterback will be Buffington. And we have one of the tight ends over here now is Shell, Dave Shell, number 10. In the backfield, Stinscomb and Shadle on the 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Handoff is to Shadle. Up the middle he goes with it. Gets about 2. Stopped in there by number 55. Gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 74 Regal in the middle of that line in there for UD. Dustin Mace also in there, number 56, along with number 61, Eric Motter, who is the center on the ball club. 60 over there is Grafe, Terry Grafe. Second play, Buffington wants to pass, looking, firing one over the middle, incomplete. Knocked down out here by number 22. Intended, I think, for Bingaman, number 15, as Kyle tried to shake one inside there, but could not quite get loose, and 22 with a touch on that one. Knocked it down nicely for the Eagles, and brings up a 3rd down and 8. Showers continuing here, as UD will go to that power I backfield again. 2 receivers flanked out, a receiver flanked out on either side of the field, put it that way. Whoops. And we're going to have Shadle with a handoff, and Shadle with a good drive out to the 44-yard line. It'll be short of the 1st down by about 1 yard. A nice run that time by Nathan Shadle, picking up about 7 yards on the play. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down, rather, and about a foot. 3rd and about, or 4th down. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They have nothing to lose at all. So 4th and about a foot. So this might be a big test here in the early going for that Eagle defensive line as they bring everybody up tight. And this time the ball comes loose, and I think, let's see, somehow or another, it doesn't matter because we didn't make the 1st down anyway, but there was a mix-up in the backfield that time as Buffington ran into somebody as he started to drop back to hand off the ball. The ball came loose in there as he collided with someone. I'm not sure who, but anyway, Tyrone has the football on their own, on the Eagle, or on the Trojan 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Now I suppose we'll find out, although they don't announce up here, so I'm not sure. We'll find out from one of the fellows here on our break. Whoa, we got offsides called on UD. That'll cost them 5. It'll be 1st and 5, Tyrone. Tyrone breaks the huddle on a 1st and 5. Now the ball will be spotted at the 39-yard line of UDA. They'll flank a runner out or a flanker out on both sides of the field. Single setback. 22 has it. Up the middle he goes with it, driving. Still on his feet. Bauer has a shot at him, and Matt Bauer will bring him down after a large gain all the way down to the 21-yard line. Big gain that time for young fella, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tyrone Eagles. Okay, that was Weiland on the run that time. Big runner for the Eagles. 1st and 10 from the 21. Weiland's got it again. Drops down, still on his feet. Drives inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Picking up about 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Ball at the Trojan 14. Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd down and 3. 31 has it, cuts it over the middle. It's going to be Sulio Zarhowick catching up with him over there, along with Byron Hoover, making the stop. But I think it'll be 1st down, as the ball is looking at the 11-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 11. And Tyrone on its initial drive, getting it down to the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 from there. There we go on a 1st and 10 from the 11. This is going to be 20, and he is driving it down to the 5-yard line, dragging some Trojans ahead with him. A good power run that time by that young fella. Gets the ball all the way down to the 5-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 4 or 2nd and 5 for 6. I think the power running here is evident here for these Eagles. They just don't stop. Handoff. This time it's going to be 20 again. Drives it down to the 3-yard line, where he's going to be stacked up in there again by, Mace that time in on the stop, along with George Hunter for UD. But a gain of about 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and a long yard, maybe yard and a half for a 1st down, 3 for a touchdown. 20 will get the ball this time on a 3rd and 2. He's got it, and he's got 6. All right, Tyrone for 6, a 3-yard plunge by number 20. That was obvious. I think you're going to see a lot of that fellow tonight. And it is 6-0, extra point try coming up. Okay, now we're going to have an extra point kick try here. They'll see what happens. Good snap. Placement's down. Kick is good. And so we've got a 7-0 ball game here, and we'll be right back. 7:53 remaining here in quarter number 1. The Eagles up 7-0. Hey, they've got her teed up again, and once again it will be Shadle and Bauer back deep to receive the kick. Trojans with that fumble the first time. We may never know how that might have gone, but here's a kick down at the 8-yard line, out to the 10 to 15 to 20. This is Shadle still on his feet and drives it all the way out here to about the 28-yard line, where it will be put into play. 1st and 10 for UDA. So the Trojans with their second offensive series about to begin. This time they start at the 28-yard line, and we'll see if we can do a little better than last time. Receivers out on both sides of the field this time, as they'll split the backs on this 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Huffington will hand this one off and try to go. There's the ball loose again, and this time I think it looks like the Trojans are going to fall on it. Shadle coughed that one up in the backfield. It'll be maybe a half a yard loss or maybe no loss on the play, but they almost lost the football there in 2 consecutive offensive plays. So it is showering, but it's showering on both ball clubs, and so the Trojans find that ball is a little bit slick out there, and have mishandled it twice now on 2 series. That time they were fortunate enough to pick it up. They'll split the backs again. It'll be Wagner on the near side and Bingaman on the far side. Buffington will hand this one off, and Shadle dives ahead for about 2 or maybe 3 even out to the 31-yard line. Stopped there after a gain of about 3. It'll be 3rd and 7. So on a 3rd and 7 again. This time it's going to be Bingaman on the near side of the field as the flanker, and Wagner on the far side. Looking for Wagner. Fires one over the middle. It is complete. And he hung on to it for the first down out at the 40-yard line. Aaron Wagner with a good catch on a nice throw from Jim Buffington that time. And Wagner making a good stop on it. So it's 1st and 10. The Trojans gain their second first down of the ball game and have the ball at the 40-yard line of UDA. Put a double flankers out on the near side of the field. This time in the slot is Wagner, or Bingaman. Back to pass goes Buffington. Fires one over here. It is complete. Bingaman has it at the 40, the 45, and he's going to be tripped out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. Another nice pass and a good catch and a good move that time by Kyle after he caught the ball, getting an extra yard or 3. It'll be a gain of 6 on the play, bring up 2nd down and 4. All right, let's see what we can do with this one. On a 2nd down and about 4. They go back to the I formation in the backfield. Another pass, firing one over the middle. It is caught over there by Bingaman. Bingaman at the 39-yard line, or 41-yard line, make it in the territory of the Tyrone Eagles now, as the Trojans have another first down at the Tyrone 41-yard line. 1st and 10, Upper Dauphin. So they're going to just throw, I guess, until we can see if we can shake somebody loose out here. You can see the breath blowing now. It's not really a cold night, just very damp. Back to pass goes Buffett, plenty of time. Fires one over this way. It is going to be incomplete. And there's no one over here near this, but they call it as an incompletion. Jim lucky that time. There was absolutely no one over here with a white shirt on. So Jim probably got away with one. And it'll be 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 from the 41-yard line of the Eagles. They'll go back to the I now. In the slot on the far side is Bingaman. This time it's going to be Shadle, and Shadle racked up after a gain of 2 to the 39-yard line. Some heavy hitting in there by that interior of that Eagle line. Gave Nathan about 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Where in fact, got really racked up immediately that time, and not too much on that one, about a yard, a little better than a yard. Trojans will break it here, looking at a 3rd down and 9 now. UD wants to get at least 9 here, so let's find out what they do on this one. It's going to be pitched over here for Shadle. Shadle cuts it upfield. Shadle, ran into the back of one of his own fellas out there. And got to the 34-yard line or 35-yard line. They'll bring up a 4th down and just about 5. So the Trojans, who went on a 4th and a foot or 2, will surely go here. They know that they're going to just have to play some offense and the heck with it. So it's a 4th down and 5 for UDA. From the power I, back to pass goes Buffington. Looking over the middle. Got a man out here. Oh! Aaron Wagner was there, but the pass was a little bit behind him, and Aaron was all alone. Had the position on his defenders back at the 20-yard line, but just couldn't reach back and grab that one. So the ball goes over to the Eagles on their own 35-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. We got 4:13 remaining here in the first quarter. And the Eagles going back to work. 20 is Weiland. He's the single setback, the fullback back there. Handoff is to Weiland. Weiland tries to go along the line of scrimmage, rolls ahead for a yard or 2, and that's about all. Stopped in there by Bauer along with Byron Hoover. Well, that's not Byron Hoover, I beg your pardon. That's Tony the Tiger Motter, 32. I may have misnamed him before, sorry, Tiger. At any rate, 2nd and 8, only a gain of 2 that time for Weiland. Same setup, flagger out on both sides of the field, the end in tight, single set in the backfield. Pass, fires one over here, it is complete to 45. He'll tuck it away, runs it downfield here for a 1st down. Finally knocked out of bounds down here by George Hunter, along with Mace coming up to make the stop on him, but it's at the 48-yard line of the Eagles, and it'll be 1st down for Tyrone. 3:33 remaining in the first. Same setup with a single set in the backfield. Shire is the quarterback. He'll hand this one off. Up the middle with it goes Weiland, and Weiland drags ahead till he's stopped in there again by Hunter, making a good low stop on him, but a gain of about 7 on the play. It'll be second down and 3. On a second and about 3, they go to a I backfield now for Tyrone. And a man falls down who was supposed to get it. A quarterback is going to be tackled back here as coming in there to make the stop on a Grafe and number 40, Byron Hoover, making the stop. That time his setback fell down that time, slipped on the grass, and couldn't get the handoff, obviously. He was on the ground, and the quarterback was forced to keep it back there, and he's driven back to the 48-yard line where it'll be third down and 11. It is still coming down out here. Steady rain, not particularly heavy, but steady. And we're looking at a third and 11. Trojans want to hold them here if we can. Shire still has it, rolls right with it, fires one down here. It is complete to that number 20, Weiland, and Weiland dives ahead for the first down. There you go for the difference between a second-ranked team. And, folks, you got to give it to him. You just saw him struggle out there as Bauer had a hold of him. Matt tried to bring him down, but this kid just struggled ahead just enough for the first down, and that was good enough for the Eagles. First down on the 40-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Strength, determination, and just sheer power out there now for these Tyrone Eagles. Again, they'll line it up in the backfield with the power I back. The deep set is about 8 yards off the ball. He's got the football. Up the middle he goes with it, and he's going to be stopped as he runs into any number of Trojans. Getting up off the bottom of the pile, Hoover. But gain of a yard or two, about a yard and a half, something like that on the play. Second down and about 9. Good stop that time. Jones is the running back in position. The quarterback will fake it, rolls over here to the left. He's looking. He's going to tuck it away and run it. He's got some good running room and gets bumped out of bounds down here as Tony Motter comes out and knocks him out of bounds at about the 27-yard line, 28-yard line. And it will be a gain enough for the first down by about 2 yards. And so at the 28-yard line, it'll be first and 10, Tyrone. Sulio Zahovic checks out of the ball game now for UD. First and 10 from the 28. Shire with a long count. He'll hand this one off to that Jones, and Jones steps ahead again, diving for that extra yardage. Hung on to out there by number 50, Hunter, and in fact the Hunter boys bring them down there, and Drew will check out of the ball game. Back in there comes Sulio. Ball spotted at the 20-yard line, just outside the 20. It'll be an 8-yard gain on the play, second down and 2. Now they'll split the backs in the backfield this time.
They've done a back-to-back season since 1937 and 1948. Backs are split for the Golden Eagles.
He'll hand it off. Number 20's got it, and this time he's going to be tackled with a good stop out there made that time. Number 42 is Stinscomb coming up there to make the stop on him. A nice tackle by Jason Stinscomb. No gain on the play. It'll be third down and 2. Jason really grabbed him up around the knees or someplace and was able to dump him down. No gain on that play. Last play, it ended the first quarter. So you got a 7-0 ball game. Tyrone on top, and they have the football. When we come back, it'll be third down and about 2.
Available outside the gates at the northeast and southwest corner.
For all the rain that appears to be coming down, the field looks remarkably dry here. You look along the sideline, there's no puddles or anything like that. It's just doesn't even look like there's mud out there yet, but it is, really soaking her up. Okay, set to go here now. Tyrone traveling left to right on our television screen. They're looking now at a third down and a long 2. Shire's the quarterback. He has it. He's going to keep it, and he's not going to get it as he is run into by several Trojans. Short of the first down by about a yard, maybe, or close to it anyway. So the Trojans racked him up quickly that time. Shire wanted to keep it and run for the first down, but nothing doing. Wow, gave him some good spot here. I didn't think he got that far, but anyway, it'll be 4th down the way it looks, but we'll see. We'll go in and measure this one closely. Yeah, he's going to be short, but not by what I thought. Looks like he's short by about 6 inches. And 4th down coming up for the Eagles. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's see if we can stop him here now. Shire talking to some of his backs out here. He's got that Weiland and Jones back there. And Weiland will get the call, and he has just enough as he bounced ahead. But, boy, if they get it where he was stopped initially, it is going to be awfully, awfully close. This will be close again. It is not enough. They did not make it. So the Trojans, with probably the best effort, certainly of the ball game so far, have stopped these high-flying Eagles on the Trojan 19-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Upper Dauphin, a big defensive stand right there for UDA. Stopping both Ryland and Shire when they tried to get a 3rd and a 4th down play of a yard and a half, and they stopped them. So let's see if that can inspire the boys to do something here offensively. They'll go to the power I backfield here now on a 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Bingaman will come in motion over this way. Handoff is to Shadle. Shadle with a good drive out to the 23-yard line, picking up about 4 or close to 5 on the play goes Nathan. And it'll be 2nd down and 5. Or a long 5 anyway. Nice run that time by Nathan Shadle. Stinscomb, the fullback in there, doing some good blocking. Stinscomb will get it to handle the ball himself on some of these, I'm sure. Buffington calling out the signals to the fellas as they lined up. Here comes Shadle again. The Shadle this time will bounce ahead only for a yard or so, maybe 2, to the 26-yard line. Will bring up a 3rd down and 3. And UD has got to pick up 3 yards or so for the 1st down here now. They got the ball out to the 26-yard line of UDA. And on a 3rd and 3, they're going to put Wegner on the near side of the field as a flanker. Far side is Bingaman. And the I formation in the backfield. Bingaman will come in motion over this way. Buffington looking to throw one. Fires one over this way. Man is out here. It is caught. And a great catch by Kyle Bingaman out here at the 34-yard line. A nice catch by Bingaman. Man, they needed that one. And Kyle come up with it. Nice. On a nice stretch out catch there. Wait a minute, there's a flag on the play, and they're talking to the Eagles. So they may have nullified this. It looked like it was going to be a good play, but got an illegal man downfield, I guess. And it'll be another 3rd down play, but this time it'll be 3rd and, oh no, wait a minute. They didn't mark the playoff yet. Now they're going to. Teams that broke the huddle and this will be a 5-yarder, I believe. And take the ball back to the 21-yard line, where it'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. 3rd and 8 for UDA. Back to pass goes Bingaman. Has protection. Fires one over the side over here. It is incomplete. Intended receiver over there was Bingaman, but Kyle was smothered. He would have had the distance for a 1st down, but hadn't no way he could catch that one. He was dropped over there or else slipped. I'm not sure. He ended up on the deck anyway. So to bring up a 4th down play, and the first time tonight, it will be Nick Huffman back to punt for UD. Here's the snap. It's a good one. Kick. Nice high kick coming out here, and it's going to get a good UDA roll and go all the way down to the 30-yard line, where it'll be down there by number 60, Terry Grafe. Puts the ball down at the 30-yard line. Nice kick by Nick Huffman. Nick's been doing very well on the kicking this year, and it'll be 1st and 10, Eagles. Shire goes to work now with Weiland and Jones in the backfield. It'll be Jones getting, no, pass. Shire looking. rolling over to the side over there. Now he's going to run into some trouble. Now he's going to cut it back this way. And still looking to throw. And nope, still going to catch it. At the 30, 35, still on his feet. At the 40, look out, one miss. He needs a couple of blocks. Hey, another miss. Here comes a tackle made out here, 40-yard line. Oh, what a play. What a play by Shire. Should have been caught in the backfield 15 minutes ago, but finally ran out here, and chasing him down over there was that Tony the Tiger Mater coming up with the stop out there. All the way down. Here it goes to the 41-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 now, and I'll tell you, got a timeout called by the Eagles. Oh, they called timeout till Shire got his wind back again now. Ran 104 yards on that one, and it's now 1st and 10. Hands it off to the first man through there is Weiland, and Weiland's going to be stacked up, and look at him drive ahead for an extra couple of yards. Picking up about 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6, or 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Actually, took it to the 37-yard line of UDA. Stacked up by any number of Trojans, and it will be 2nd and 5. 0:05 remaining here. Now under 9 minutes to play in the first half. Again in that I formation in the backfield. And QB still has it. Pushes it back here just as he's getting hit. This is number 31. He scampers around the right side. He's going to be knocked out of bounds down here at about the 25-yard line. Bingaman coming up to make the hit on him to get him out of there, but it'll be another 1st down for the Tyrone Eagles. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line of Upper Dauphin. This is going to be Weiland. Weiland's got it, and a couple of fellas hit him, finally bury him out there after a gain of about 2 or so on the play, maybe 3. Nick Huffman in there for one of the Trojans, but there was a whole pile up in there. And picked up a long 3, and we have a timeout on the field for an equipment repair, I think on 84 or something happened to this young fella. And the referee has signaled him out of the ball game, at least momentarily. So it'll be 2nd down and 7. Clock is set in motion again, 8 minutes, 5 seconds, and counting down now here in the first half. Weiland and Jones set up in the backfield in the I formation. 2 flankers on the near side of the field this time for Tyrone. Quarterback wants to throw. Looking down the right side. Getting a rush. Gets away. Fires one into the end zone. It is going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Fired it on the run, and number 23 out there able to pick that one off and catch it right at the 10, inside the 10. So it'll be 1st and goal for Tyrone from the 9-yard line. Goal from the 9. Shire will hand this one off. Here's Jones. Jones around the left side, beat one man, got hung up out there by Tony Mater, coming up and making a good stop on him as Mater was able to grab him by the jersey and just drag him and hang on to him long enough to get a little help out there. But Tony the T that time picking him up. Gain of about 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. Nice play that time by Tony Mater. Coming up there and making a stop on him, and boy, it was a desperation attempt, and Tony able to do it. So it'll be 2nd and goal. 6:40 remaining here in the first half. Put all 3 backs in the backfield. This time for the quarterback. He's going to keep it. He's going to look for some interference. He wants to run it in, and a fella got in front of me here, but anyway, he's down to the 2-yard line where it'll be a
Good job of leading away.
3rd down and goal from the 1 maybe. 3rd and goal from the 1. Again, they'll put all 3 of them full house backfield in the backfield. And this time it's going to be Weiland. Weiland stopped initially but drives himself in. So he gets himself in for 6, and it's now 13-0 with 5:52 left here in the first half, and the extra point try will be coming up in just a moment. Tyrone successful in their first extra point attempt. Let's see how he does on this one. Good snap, placement's down. Kick is good from here. It is. It's a good kick. So it's 14-0 with 5:52 left here in the first half. Hey, we're ready to go with the third Eagle kick of the first half. 65's got her teed up, and here comes